suffering else as spring nears. When without wings clear, all that you gave will forever live in me. One last time, let me sing you the melodies. You hummed us, you walked out of me. Then I will see you walk into the I shall step down this lonely way with no end. I shall march to the endless night. When I hear that bell rings again, flowers drift, burn to ash and fade away. Moon's casting shadows on the blossoms. They bloom as if they will never fade. What's the use to prefetch what fate may bring? No road leads back to bygone springs, to distant dreams. The fading memories will scatter like a sigh and go with the wind, leaving no trace behind. One last time, let me sing you the melody. You hummed us, you walked ahead of me. Then I will see you walk into the I know your wish remains. Mine feels the same. All our regrets will find their peace in emptiness. Still suffering else as spring nears. When without just stop down this lonely way with no end. I shall march to the endless void. When I hear that bell rings again, flowers drift, burn to ash and fade away. Moon's casting shadows on the blossoms. They bloom as if they will never fade. What's the use to prevent what fate may bring? No road leads back to bygone breeze, to distant dreams. The fading memories will scatter like a sigh and go with the wind, leaving no trace behind. One last time, let me sing you the melody. You have danced, you walked ahead of me. Then I will see you walk into the I know your wish remains. Mine feels the same. All our regrets will find their peace in emptiness. Snow softly melts as spring nears. When the bell rings clear.
Ah. Oh wait, I'm not on the side that I think I'm at. Oops. Hang on. How loud are we? Because I can never get a good grasp of this thing because the Elgato is set to a separate audio thing than what I have most of my other things at. So I'm hoping that it's not too quiet. Hang on, chat. I'm gonna monitor the audio on my side and see if things sound okay or not. It sounds quiet to me, so I'm gonna turn it up, I think. Hang on. Pepper, you can't be up here right now. You need to move, okay? I'm working on stuff, alright? I'll give you attention once the room is over, okay? Thank you. Okay, let's turn this up. Like, here, maybe? What about, like, here? Chat, how much louder is the game now? I want to make sure that this is somewhat adequate for y'all while I go ahead and I guess see where we go today, because I have a little bit to discuss with y'all, at least before we go ahead and get started. I'm going to check again here in 1 second on my side. 1 second. It sounds quiet. Am I wrong in assuming that? Could someone... I cannot say for certain. I'm going to hover around and see. I'm gonna just like... I'm gonna silently go through my Pokemon here real quick, and I'm going to kind of just sit and see with where it is that we're sitting with. So, bear with me while I get this worked out. It's always a bit of a struggle for me to figure out like audio settings whenever things are a little bit different than what I normally have them. So I'll check real quick. Okay, I think that should be fine. I heard the Pokemon just fine, so sounds fine to you too as well. Okay, I think this should be fine then. I think I'm gonna settle for this then with where we currently are at. So hopefully then that won't be too much of a problem. Should I shrink myself a little bit more? Hang on. I think I'm going to move myself just a smidgen so I'm not too much in your guys' way, because I want to make sure that we're able to go ahead and see all that's going on today, since a part of what I'm looking to go ahead and discuss with y'all is a little bit of an accident that I wasn't intending for today. So for anyone who didn't see my tweet, I made a tweet earlier, maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours ago now. I was playing the game earlier today. Once I had got all my chores and stuff like settled in, because I was like, maybe I should give the teams a little bit of extra time just so I can, you know, either warm up and get a feel for how I feel with them right now, or so I can kind of just see if any adjustments or changes needs to be made before I go ahead and hop into it. So I played the game a little bit before off stream, and I was like, okay, things are feeling relatively okay. I think I have a decent understanding of my teams and their synergies and what they work well with, what they don't, and what I should look out for, and all this other stuff, and so on and so forth. And then, before I even realized it, realistically, I had accidentally worked my way up to the Master Ball rank already in doubles. So, oops. I did not mean to get this far before stream. The hope was, I think from where we last left off on stream, I was still in Ultra Ball rank, and I had accidentally shot myself up to Master Ball rank, which was going to be our intended goal for the day. I was going to try to get us back into Master Ball League today, and I did, but that was all off stream. So, I do apologize for spoiling the surprise a little bit, but we are already in Master Ball rank, so I guess today's priorities have changed, and instead we are now either going to be shooting for higher ranks or just being able to maintain our rank in Master Ball rank. So that is, I guess, our primary goal for the day. So I apologize in advance, but I had made a tweet about it earlier as well, so I wanted to make sure that anybody prior to, but also while we were actually on stream here, to be aware of, yes, I did make it back to Master Ball rank. I was intending for this to happen on stream, and it happened off, so I'm sorry, but we will try to make do with what we can. Now, I guess courtesy of those teams that got us to as high of a rank as I did, I guess I will show it off now. I just did this silently, but I guess I'll go through it a little bit with more detail now. There were two teams. It's the same two teams that I worked on in the last season, but obviously revamped and changed it up a little bit so that way we can properly go about how the meta has shifted a little bit. I'm going to move the microphone a little bit since I'm not going to be looking in like a lot of the same directions that I was before, so apologies chat. I hope I'm not too quiet or too loud for you guys either, but I wanted to properly revamp both teams because I had a lot of fun working with them, and they were probably I love building my own teams among all else. I don't like just taking other people's teams and being like, all right, this is what's good right now, I'm going to use it. I like team building to the same level of being like, oh, okay, so this is what my creative abilities would allow me to go ahead and create for like my roster of 6 that I would use to be able to go ahead and allow me to, you know, get to these high ranks and stuff. And so last season I had a snow team that was built primarily to revolve around Mega Crabominable. Now most of that philosophy has still stuck around, but I did make some noticeable changes to this team as well. So one of the first main changes was actually adding Mimikyu to this team. I saw Wolfie, if anyone is familiar with Wolfie VGC is, his take on a Mega Crabominable team, and I was actually inspired by my 2 newest picks, but maintained, I think, most of the rest of the team prior to, in making this Mega Crabominable team. And so one of the main highlights for that team was this Mimikyu, because Mimikyu is a solid Trick Room setter. I had considered it before, but whenever I was looking through with a lot of my Pokemon, I felt like Farigiraf offered a lot to be able to go ahead and add to that, but then I also felt like Galarian Slowking also added a similar idea, while also giving me a little bit of a ability to go ahead and fight Pokemon like Sneasler, Mega Floette, Sylveon, and a few others as well. And so I settled on Slowking, Galarian Slowking, which also allowed me to get myself some on-field Weather War capabilities as well, should I be fighting things like Tyranitar, Mega Charizard, Pelipper, Torkoal, and others of the like. But what I ultimately ended up doing was I swapped out, I believe it was the first one to go was the Alolan Ninetales for Mimikyu, so I can maintain a little bit of Fairy Pokemon coverage, as well as being a secondary Trick Room setter, and then also allowing me the ability to be able to go ahead and a lot of the Ghost-type Pokemon that Crabominable does struggle with. And Mimikyu is also surprisingly strong. I'm actually kind of shocked with the amount of things that it's killed in some of the battles that I've done prior to, both whenever I was making this team off stream, and then also in the games that we played prior to stream today. And it's proven its worth very, very well. It's probably my prima Trick Room setter currently, even more so than Slowking. It's kind of put Slowking on the back burner a little bit more in terms of how I view my current Trick Room setters. Though Slowking does also have a bit of a niche as well, and so it's kind of like flipping between the two depending on the situation. However, I am considering potentially swapping out Slowking and kind of just seeing where that will go for now. But Mimikyu has proven its worth, I think, quite well. This is the same Crabominable. I think the only difference that I made to be able to go ahead and allow myself a little bit more utility and a little bit more survivability on top of that was, instead of Bulk Up, I now run Protect, to allow myself maybe an extra turn or so to be able to go ahead and stall out certain things, or maybe live, or check for what the intentions of opposing Pokemon may be, whether they're also protecting or if they are going to be trying to go for some sneaky shenanigans that I am not aware of. So that is the only change that has happened to Crabominable, at least for now. So next up then is the Slowking itself. I don't think much has changed in terms of what it is supposed to do. Its main role is supposed to be a pivot Trick Room setter with a couple of moves to be able to allow me to hit and focus and fight some of the opposing other Pokemon that I do find annoying. Now, I did change the item. It was originally the holder of the Mental Herb, but I think that Mimikyu was definitely the better holder for that. And so I've swapped out the item for Lumberry instead, since in the occasion that I do run into something like Charizard Venusaur, I do want my Trick Room to go up without any sort of disturbance, and so I don't want to get hit with stuff like Sleep Powder or any other, I guess, move that could add some sort of a status onto my Slowking that I don't want to be able to go ahead and deal with. And so statuses, along with the regenerative ability of Regenerator, have allowed my Slowking to be a bulky member of the team that does provide a lot of niche utility and pivot. I don't think I really have to say much about Incineroar. It really does its job. I remember I did win a game earlier today because Throat Chop has its very own set of niches. I think Darkest Lariat is still stronger in terms of Dark-type moves. If not, they're like kind of even, but Throat Chop has the niche of stopping sound-based moves, and so that stops any of those strategies or anything of the sort to kind of happen or go along. And so I did win a game because I Throat Chopped a Primarina, and it couldn't use Hyper Voice, which I think was its only Water-type move, which allowed the rest of my Pokemon to be able to go ahead and handle it a lot more proper. So Incineroar is Incineroar, and it will continue to do Incineroar things, I guess, so long as Incineroar is Incineroar. So that is, I guess, the Incineroar way. But our secondary change, I think the only one in terms of like what the Pokemon are actually Maushold. Now, this was actually, I think, genius on Wolfie's part, because Crabominable, at least the way that I had it run before, was like this really bulky, this really fat Trick Room Snow team setter. And so rather, he saw the potential in, instead of having to rely solely on Trick Room to be able to go ahead and allow you certain things, because there are some instances where Trick Room is actually kind of a little detrimental to Crabominable, because there are few Pokemon that are slower than Crabominable, even at its slowest. I think one of the ones that like often I speed tied with or had issues with was Torkoal. But if I did decide to run something a little bit faster paced or something that didn't rely so heavily on the Trick Room, the mice for Mousehold actually allowed a much better opportunity for that with the After You effect. So I could run Mega Crabominable next to Mousehold, which gives it a little bit of a defense boost with Friend Guard, and then also allow myself the ability to be able to go ahead and do a lot of different types of utility. Follow Me to be able to gain an ability to make sure that Pokemon are not able to target down my Mega Crabominable. After You to be able to go ahead and allow it to go ahead and, you know, do damage. Super Fang, the mice do not do any damage. Super Fang is the only kind of damage it does. It's flat damage and it never KOs. At least I don't think it does. And so, it helps in making it so that Crabominable can turn a lot of those 2-shots into 1-shots or close to 1-shot scenarios, and gets rid of the fear of having to deal with certain Focus Sash Pokemon or any other like really bulky Pokemon. Archaludon is one that comes to mind a lot. And so these mice have really proven their point. They're probably the hardest thing for me to try to go ahead and properly utilize in certain aspects of how I utilize the team, but they are so... their utility is so good, and their ability to like navigate certain fields and help out with certain Pokemon fights is like incredible. And so I really wish, like, this is probably more so of like an improper skill stealing of my own for now, but if I learn how to use these mice, I think a little bit more, I think this will probably showcase the team a lot better, and hopefully we're able to go ahead and do that today. That's part of my hope, at least. And then finally, final member to go ahead and round out our team of, I'm pretty sure, all physical attackers. Now that I look at it, I'm pretty sure this whole team is... okay, we have one special attacker, so that doesn't really leave a lot for me to be... so that may leave a little bit for us to be desired with, but Serena is actually also proven to be quite the niche pick. It is a niche killer. I am so happy with how it's turned out, because it has surprised, I think, a lot of people in the format, because it is a very anti-meta Pokemon. It can keep up with certain Pokemon and also like beat them, and so it has proven its worth on so many levels with even the new moveset that I've given it. That's the only thing that has changed for it. I think I swapped out two of the moves, no, 3 technically, to be able to go ahead and allow it better versatility and better matchups against certain Pokemon. And so I swapped out Power Whip from, I think, one of the last times that we played as my primary grass type move, because it was just missing too much and I couldn't properly utilize it to a lot of degree. And so I swapped it out for Trop Kick to allow me better opportunities to go ahead and fight certain Pokemon, namely like Sandstorm teams and like Pokemon like Garchomp. Well, I have a better answer for Garchomp, but in a situation where I am locked into moves because this is my Choice Scarf Pokemon, Trop Kick is a decent move to be able to go ahead and allow myself to be locked into, especially since it always drops at the attack stat of the Pokemon. And so hopefully if I don't ever hit like an accidental King Gambit switch in, like, it'll always weaken all physical attackers in the format. And there's a lot of them in this format as well, though there are a few of special attackers that are also extremely prominent. Trop Cake, I think, is 100% accurate, decently powerful, really strong when combined in conjunction with Serena, like, Stab. So, really good overall. Swap that over Power Whip, so that way I don't have to rely on the accuracy to win or lose me games. But Low Kick is one of the moves that I also did go ahead and swap out. I had, I think, U-Turn and Knockoff in exchange for the 2 new moves that we have of different typing. Low Kick allows me to be able to go ahead and summon a lot of the other Pokemon that are really good into this current meta that are either Steel type or I think it's primarily for the Steel types, but like anything that's kind of heavy or is extremely weak to fighting type moves, since there are a pretty decent amount of Pokemon that are currently weak to fighting type moves. That there are some good fighting types this time around, but like I think that with Mega Charizard running around, and especially like a lot of the really strong fairy types, a lot of them don't generally get a time to shine, and so making sure that you have fighting type coverage I think is generally really good. And so this works really well into Pokemon like Archaludon, Tyranitar, King Gambit, and several other like dark types, since they are also running around quite heavily this season. So Low Kick has proven to be quite useful against certain matchups. Triple Axle, always still really good. I won a game earlier today, one that I was I wasn't sure of because I'm not entirely confident in all of my speed tiers, but I was pretty certain that Choice Scarf Serena was faster than I think base Aerodactyl. And so I had a game where I ran into a very surprising Mega Garchomp team that did utilize Aerodactyl, Tyranitar, Mega Garchomp, and one other Pokemon. I don't think I ever got to saw it because they forfeited by that point, but I at the start of the match, they double protected, and I locked myself into triple Axle because I was going to try to take out the Aerodactyl, and I guess they didn't realize that, because I wasn't sure myself either, but I was still willing to bet on it, that Choice Scarf Serena was faster than regular Aerodactyl. And so even if it was Focus Sash or if it had any other sort of niche or anything else that it was doing, the triple Axle won out. I landed all 3 hits, and that took out the Aerodactyl, preventing them from, assuming, setting up Tailwind or anything else. And then from there, it really just took off and killed the Garchomp and a whole lot of other Pokemon. So Serena has been quite the, like, surprise anti-pick or anti-meta pick that I've really enjoyed this generation so far, or like this competitive Pokemon season. And then finally I have Zen Headbutt, and this is probably one of the few niches that I absolutely adore for Serena in being the anti-Sneasler Pokemon, because on the off chance, well, I guess it's not so off, but since it is only 90% accurate and not even that strong, but since it is 4-time effective against Sneasler, I think I've one-shot my fair share of Sneaslers this season, just off of that. And it also does help against certain Pokemon like Mega Gengar, but primarily I do use Zen Headbutt, Choice Scarf, Serena to be a Sneasler killer, since it is faster than Sneasler, and as long as they aren't Focus Sash, which most of them are a White Herb anyways, and I don't activate that, my Serena, I'm pretty sure, just gets a free kill if I get to land it. So, like, the only discrepancy is that I have to make sure that I land it, and thankfully, so far at least, that hasn't been an issue. I've landed, I think, all of them, and effectively wiping Sneaslers out of the battle, making it not as problematic. And so that is that team, my current Crabominable team, that has gotten me to Master Ball rank, since it was the team that I was testing out the most, since I am also equally confident, at the very least, in my current Sandbird team, since there was, I think, 2 changes onto this team as well. And so Tyranitar doesn't have any changes. I'm pretty sure it is all the same to be able to go ahead and allow me to go ahead and just have a fat Sandstorm setter, with the occasional possibility of making sure that I live certain moves and certain effects like Rain or Meganium, the off chance, and then like also like Venusaur and Charizard. Excuse me. Sinistra also stayed relatively the same. I don't think that there was any changes made to it. It plays and fills the same role. I think the only changes to this team, okay, here is one of them. The only changes to this team were primarily 2 of the Pokemon, and this is one of them. And so for this team, I added, I believe, in exchange for my Incineroar, I actually swapped out my Incineroar on my Sandbird team, was actually I added Garchomp, and I settled for bulky Garchomp, more so than I did for, say, something like Scarf Chomp or anything like that, because my Scarf is currently placed on top of my Rotom Wash, and so I wanted to make sure that I had potentially a separate answer, a separate Pokemon that matches up a little bit better into Pokemon like Mega Garchomp, or Mega Charizard Y. And so that's why this Garchomp is primarily Rock and Ground type moves, since I don't think there's very many Dragon type Pokemon that this team, doesn't or can't already like deal with on the most part. Dragonite, not really an issue, especially with like the help of Tyranitar and a lot of the other Pokemon that I have to be able to go ahead and allow me to go ahead and deal with that. Archaludon is a little bit of an issue, but I'd rather have ground type moves, obviously, since Dragon would be neutral in that regard. And I don't think there's very many else. The occasional Hydreigon, I guess, is probably like one of the only Pokemon that like I guess I may run into, but like even still, I think I have a lot of Pokemon that allow me the opportunity to be able to go ahead and deal with it regardless. So like there's not a lot of like, and I guess opposing Garchomps, I guess, would be nice, but I think a lot of my other Pokemon have the ability to be able to go ahead and allow to not really have to worry about that. But Garchomp is here primarily to act as a bulky anti-Charizard Pokemon and allow myself opportunities to be able to hit Pokemon with ground-type damage, since 2 of my Pokemon at the very least do pair well with it in that they have either Levitate or that they have they are Flying-type with Skarmory. So Garchomp has a niche, and it is a little bit different than I think the traditional Garchomps, but I think gets the job done a lot. And I did have a surprise where I ran into a Mega Alakazam team that was Psychic Terrain, with Expanding Force. And my Garchomp, who I remember wasn't full HP, it was still in the green, so maybe somewhere between like 80 to 60% of its health, did survive a double Expanding Force from Mega Alakazam and Meowstic male. So it certainly has the way to be able to go ahead and survive a lot of these moves, which it has proven to do so already before. So, you know, I have faith in my Garchomp to do whatever I needed to be able to go ahead and do. Rotom Wash, similarly, I don't think there was any changes for. It is primarily my Pivoter, my Disruptor, and also can do consistent or relatively decent damage on its own. So it is really, really good in allowing me the ability to be able to go ahead and do a lot of what I need with some of my Pokemon. And since I no longer have Incineroar as a secondary Pivoter, I can't kind of just like easily swap in and out that way. And so being able to just, I guess, swap manually with a Pivoter as well does allow that role to have like the ability to be fulfilled in a way. So I'm quite partial to my Rotom. It is probably one of the like top 3 shining stars that have allowed certain opportunities with a lot of Pokemon that have come out, especially with how the meta has shifted. I think Rotom Wash is kind of like gets away with a lot of things if positioned correctly, and Volt Switch allows it to be able to reposition quite often if placed correctly. Same deal with Skarmory. I was actually tempted to, because I saw that there was a Skarmory set that had been picking up in popularity as of late that ran, instead of Swords Dance, has Rock Tomb to be able to go ahead and beat another anti-Charizard Pokemon. But my goal with this Skarmory is to kind of just like threaten as many Pokemon as possible that are weak to both Flying and Steel, which is a lot, and allow myself to either progressively get stronger or allow to just like take out as much as possible. Like it's synergy with Sinistcha, Garchomp, Tyranitar, and a lot of other Pokemon to be able to go ahead and whittle down, break sashes, and then also just do big damage in return and also be really, really fast, I think does like make it stand out as a primary star for this team as well. The one that surprised me the most, because whenever I originally built this Sandstorm team, it wasn't even one that I was probably considering. I was considering having Mega Glamora be the main star of the show, but Skarmory went ahead and took it. And so here we are. And so finally then, actually, is a little bit more of another niche Pokemon role that I have set for myself, because it is a non-traditional Sneasler set that I have set as my final Pokemon that I did swap out as well on this team. So I forget who it was. Or no, it's Glamora and Incineroar were the ones that I swapped out on this team. And so I have a coaching Sneasler as my last Pokemon on this team, which helps set up, I think, most of the team besides Sinistcha, as well as my Rotom to be able to go ahead and allow physical as well as, or physical, I guess, attack and defense to be able to be boosted alongside a lot of their partner Pokemon. And so while I was considering potentially having something like Bulky Sneasler, I think that the traditional set to allow me to still do damage to a lot of other Pokemon, poison type damage is really, really good into, say, Floette, Whimsicott, Sylveon, and a couple other Pokemon, as well as close combat to go ahead and also help mitigate a lot of those dark, rock, and steel type Pokemon that are running around as of late. Sneasler is, I think, the most popular Pokemon, or like the most used Pokemon since last season, and so like it fills a specifically niche role, since I am opting out of using Fake Out. But I guess that's part of the mind game, since it is a niche Sneasler set. People tend to believe that a lot of Sneaslers are run relatively the same, but mine is a little bit different, just a teeny bit. And so that is the second team, my Sandstorm team, that I am using. But like I said, I did have to apologize, because I did not mean for us to get into Master Ball rank. At the very least before stream. I did this all today, and I didn't expect to get this far. I just wanted to try out the teams and see kind of how they felt, and if there was any more changes I felt like I may need to do or whatnot, and I ended up getting to Master Ball rank by accident, so I'm sorry. We are not going to be spending the stream getting into Master Ball rank. We are already there, so I guess we're just going to be doing so more to test out and check out the teams, as well as seeing if we can get any higher. So I guess with that, I'll start us off with, at the very least, my crab team. I want to see kind of like what we would be dealing with at this current point, and then I'll swap over probably to my Sandbird team. God, I hope I'm not in the way. I don't want to be too problematic with how I have myself currently set up, but Okay. So this is a rain team, it looks like, primarily. Serena works really well into a good amount of these Pokemon, and kind of even into Scovilla, and could utilize the rain against them, but I'm assuming that's their Mega Pokemon as well. So I think that a combination of Mimikyu as well as Serena probably would work relatively well. Because as much as I think Slowking could do good, I think that a lot of my other Pokemon do better to go ahead and take out. And so I think the mice might be good here. I think a combination of Serena with Mimikyu with you in the back, and then Incineroar as well, potentially, to be able to go ahead and try to reduce any potential oncoming damage may be useful, I think. So we'll see. I guess we'll kind of see how this all sits and feels. I'm gonna check the audio one more time before we, I guess, like, effectively get fully started, but we'll see. I'm gonna give it a listen real quick. Okay, I think it sounds okay, so we'll run with this. So this is actually quite the tricky position, I think, because they can't stop my Mimikyu from setting up Trick Room. In which case, what do I want to do? I could do what I always wanted to do, what I always like to do. As much as I want to lock myself into low kick against Arcalon, I think it's probably better that we don't let it get set up. And then set up the Trick Room regardless. Let's see. Is that Choice Scarf Arcalon? Is that max speed Choice Scarf Arcalon? Why is it so fast? Well, there goes Sneasler. Interesting. So, Arcalon is... That is so weird. What? Is it Pelipper now? Do they want to get the... Yeah, there's Pelipper. Okay, so I'm going to swap you out into Incineroar, because I feel either Hurricane... Flash Cannon may be going into Mimikyu, and I want to... Actually, I think... How do I want to go about this? I think I'll still go for damage right now. And then we'll swap you out into Incineroar, actually. I think Mimikyu is the most in danger right now, and it should be the one that is the most prioritized in terms of staying alive. So yeah, Hurricane makes sense, but we've got our Trick Room set up, and I want to make sure that we don't have anything that could stop us here getting in the way. So yeah, Flash Cannon. I think Arcalon is Choice Scarf. Now let me make sure at least one thing. The only Pokemon that they could swap into to where it wouldn't necessarily do a lot of damage right now is Basculegion. They need to swap out their Arcalon. Like, it's stuck doing something right now, which is the deal. I think their best play is to swap out Arcalon to Basculegion if they have it. And if not, then... Is there an easy way that we can get through this Pelipper? I think we're going to Drain Punch, and then also Throat Chop the Arcalon. I'm going to lose one of my Pokemon here. Either they take out my Incineroar, or... Yeah, okay. So they go into Basculegion. So that's what I was going to go ahead and try to cover for. I probably shouldn't... I probably should have protected, at the very least, to see if they focus down either my Crab or the Incineroar. But... yeah, it's to be expected. I was running out of time, though. So I tried to make sure that I accounted for the double. Okay, so they went for Instant Roar. And I'm pretty sure that kills too, if they're not, yeah. Okay, not bad. But now then, they still have a bit of an issue of them for themselves. I think I have two turns of a Trick Room still in my favor, so I'm going to protect this turn, and then I do believe that if I Shadow Sneak you, let's see if anyone protects or if anybody switches. Because I also need to make sure that I'm aware of weather turns. If I can prevent either the Pelipper from swapping out later, or because we still have Trick Room for at least one other turn, and I think if I get a KO, I'm pretty sure I can get the Archaludon next turn as well, is the thing. So protect this turn. Oh, I think they are protect, okay, so this turn, yeah, so we have Shadow Sneak to work in our favor here. And then Pelipper is going for the Hurricane, so we've got one more turn of Trick Room, 2 turns of Rain, so let's see then. Because this isn't my ideal at all. I think. So this turn, I say we Ice Hammer the Pelipper, and then Shadow Sneak you. I guess we'll still go for it. Okay, so they withdrew. They want to try to preserve Basket Legion. Take a little bit of damage. Raise their defense, though. It's not... Stamina. What is it? Is it Stalwart? Is it Sturdy? Does this kill? It might. Oh my god, wait, that did not as much as I thought it would at all. Okay, Dimensions are back, but... So I think their easy play is to go for Hurricane one way, Flash Cannon the other, but I think that maybe my Protect is obvious and they'll go for it. The thing is that I'm pretty sure that they're going to want to kill my... Unless they swap out Pelipper. But I think maybe Mimikyu could live. Maybe. It's got a lot of health still, so... And my Mimikyu does have a lot of HP investment, so it may live a Flash Cannon depending on how this Archaludon is built. Especially since we know now that it is not Stamina as well. So we will see. What decision do they make? I go for my Protect. Do they buy into it at all? So Flash Cannon goes. Do they double my Mimikyu? Never mind, I was wrong. I thought that I might live. Okay, so yeah, no, they... Damn, what the hell is that? Is that max special attack, max speed Archaludon? Okay, so now this is not good at all. Okay, I was gonna try to bank a little bit on the weather ending a turn earlier, or like if I had a... Okay, interesting. The Flash Cannon probably will kill. If what we took earlier from Pelipper did about as much as it did, then yeah. Okay, they navigated that very well. I wasn't sure, because at the same time, I was not expecting to run into what would it have been, then, if it wasn't, Oh, shit! No, go back! We swap teams. Please? Okay. I want to make sure I get the other team a little bit of time to shine. Since I already did get this far primarily with the Crab team, I think I want to give this team a little bit of time to shine as well. But okay, so we took out the Sneasler just fine. The Vascular Legion was the only other one that was a potential problem. If I had saved my Serena, which I really realistically couldn't have, but still, what was that? Choice Scarf? Archaludon, what a choice. I believe that my my Chronometer could have taken or dealt with it. So that's why I had chosen the decisions. Okay, wait, what is this? Why is there Excadrill but no... Is there a Sandstorm setter here? What is this team? This is so bizarre. I can't say that I know what this team is supposed to do. Okay. The unfortunate part here that I don't like is that I can't really stop the Floette from moving as much as I want to. My only two hopes are these two Pokemon. Okay, so... I think I'm going to go for Sneasler with Rotom, with you in the back. Do I want Garchomp? Garchomp does okay-ish, but still loses to kind of like 3 Pokemon. I think Tyranitar is still better here, even though I don't want to set up their Excadrill for whatever reason, and then also have some of the other Pokemon go. But I think we'll run with this one. In a worst-case scenario, my Tyranitar may prove a useful asset to be able to go ahead and deal with the Floette. So we shall see, I guess. Incineroar Floette. So that was kind of my expectation. So there goes White Herb. So now then, let's see. Close Combat you. Or should I Dire Claw? I think just try to deal with the Incineroar for now, and then we'll Volt Switch, because I think that gives me either an opportunity to swap or potentially see what their damage is. Do they try to fake out my Sneasler, or what is their play here? Do they protect? Do they feel threatened? I think this is a much better lead up, but I could have gone for, like, say, Dire Claw, Hydro Pump one way or the other. Okay. Ooh, wait! Hold on. That's actually huge. They did not! They did not go for Fake Out! Okay, hold on. No Fake Out. And then we also get the Volt Switch. Incredible. So now I'm going to try to either force them to reveal a Pokemon, or I'm going to see... Okay. Interesting. So who is their last one? If they go into Floette, I don't think that there's much that it can do. So they still don't want to reveal who their last Pokemon is. In this turn, I think I swap you out, and then I'm going to... I don't think there's anything either of these Pokemon can do. I'm going to do Swords Dance. I'm going to take advantage of the aggression currently. Okay. Floette protects. What does my Lodic do? Does it go into my Rotom? That's where I imagine that it might, but... set up a Swords Dance. Scald, and that goes into Sneasler. So they were trying to go ahead and go for a burn as well as potentially some damage. Okay, that's fine. The burn is okay in that direction, so Floette is still in the most danger. So, which Pokemon do they have still? Could potentially have Dragonite as well as Excadrill, so I think priorities should go as follows. It was Scald. It's only Scalded so far. So I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to once again Volt Switch, and then you going to Iron Head this direction. I can't imagine that they keep Floette in, but what is their other Pokemon? Excadrill? It is Excadrill. Mold Breaker Excadrill. Okay. So now I imagine that they're going to... How much damage is this going to do, I wonder? Probably not a lot, right? Chip away at the Milotic. Because I'm pretty sure that we can beat it. I cannot send out Tyranitar, so we are going back into Sneasler. Over half. Milotic's... Oh, I see wind. Okay, in that case, that's actually really good on their part. What does Excadrill do here, I wonder? I'm going to protect with the U, and then Brave Bird this way, I think. Maybe Rock Slide Excadrill, I can't say for certain. Milotic is proving more annoying now, but yeah, that's what I kind of where I thought. It looks like it is Choice Scarf since it is very fast. So take you out. In which case, Excadrill cannot attack my Skarmory, and I don't believe that there is any way for their Floette to be able to go ahead and beat me now. Assuming they are Choice Scarf. So... The speed drop is not fine by me here, but I think Sneasler is actually the one here the most I'm willing to part with. So I'm going to yeah, no. I don't think the Excadrill can hurt us. So we'll see. I got my Sneasler set up. Light of Ruin, maybe? My horsepower goes through, yeah. Dazzling Glint, what are they? Moon Blast? Light of Ruin, maybe? Am I underestimating how strong that move is? Oh. I don't think you live in Ironhead, though. Yeah, you don't. And you can't touch my... You cannot touch my Skarmory, I'm pretty sure, since you are Scarfed. So... yeah, I think that's it. I believe that should be GG. Choice Scarf Excadrill, okay. Okay, I get the high horsepower off. Very, very fast. Because I am timid as well. Timid, Rotom, but I just did not want to send out Tyranitar just yet. Yeah, and it can't touch my Skarmory. And I have Tyranitar in the back. So, depending on, like, what some of these Pokemon are, I was kind of just waiting to see. But what an interesting team. Choice Scarf Excadrill with no Tyranitar. You know, that first turn, I don't know if there was a more perfect opportunity set for us there, because who was it? It was Incineroar, Floette, into Sneasler, Rotom, and I guess we psyched them out into not fake outing. They could have what on earth? Okay, well, I know you don't bring Lopunny without it being Mega, but that is... what are you supposed to do, Umbreon? Okay, so... funnily enough, I could do something of the sort with Tyranitar Sinistra? Potentially, depending on what it is that the... well, I guess not necessarily with what the Lopunny will do. That's very weird, okay. Well... what do I do here? Sneasler is incredible into 3 of them, 4 even. Not so much into the Talonflame though, as it deals. and similarly with you. So I think I'm going to lead you with you. No. Yes, with you, and then I want to bring Sinistcha, but I think we bring these two again. I don't think Tyranitar does us any good here, and Sinistcha kind of loses to, like, a decent amount of them as well. So as much as I'd like to bring Sinistcha for potential heals and otherwise, I don't think it's going to do us any good. So at the very least, to try to obfuscate some of what Talonflame could do, and a lot of the other Pokemon, I think I'm going to Sylveon Low. Okay, well, for me, I think it should be Electro Web all the way. Then Garchomp may have to go down. Something to happen here. I think Protect at least this turn, and then we will Earthquake next turn. I want to see. So that makes sense, but okay, this is going to be new to me. I don't know what Mega Lopunny does, or like what it's, I'm assuming the Fake Out one way, and then maybe they do something. I don't know. No, I get my Electro Web off, so they are now at least a little bit slower. And I can confirm I'm faster than both. Triple Axle. Triple Axle Mega Lopunny and Hyper Voice. Okay. So they would have pretty much tried to extinguish as much of my Pokemon as they could there. Not a lot of damage, too. So I think same deal here, and then depending on what it is that they run, or what they decide to do next. How fast is Lopunny? I know I'm not the fastest Garchomp out there, but after a speed drop, would it be slow enough for me to be able to get the extra chip damage off? This would be incredible for both, is the main deal that I have here. But let me see. So, Mega... Okay, Triple Axle, I guess I can see where it makes sense. But now what? Now what for both of them? Because I'm going to... Okay, they withdraw. Into who? Arcalodon. Okay. My Electro Web goes off. Slow down the Sylveon at least a little bit more. But... And the Arcalodon, too. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Is Stamina not the play anymore? Wait! Why do Arcalodons not run... two Arcalodons I've run into today do not have Stamina. And bulky Garchomp for the win. Holy. Both Pokemon, hang on. Just a little bit more. But I do know that my... Okay. I think I swap you out to Skarmory and then Earthquake again. I don't think they can... I don't think there's an attack they can do. Let me see. Could they swap into... At best, if they have a Talonflame, but... I'm going to save my Rotom, either for a potential sack-off later, or just so that way it can maintain potential, like, speed advantage over the Lopunny. Potentially. Oh, never mind. You are... Choice Scarf. Is that Choice Scarf? Is Choice Scarf Arcalodon taking off? Is that a thing? Okay. So, hold on. How fast are you? 134. Okay. So, in theory, if I have this correct, I don't even think I need to do anything with you, but... Who are the Pokemon again? Lopunny's the only other one, so... I think, yeah, we just try to go for the double here. They're probably not going to let me... Nope, okay. So Arcalodon goes down, my Wide Arc triggers, I'm very fast now. Mega Lopunny is still out. Who's their other last Pokemon then? Okay. How fast are you, Lopunny? I don't know my speed tiers. Okay. So, I think... I kind of want to double protect, realistically. But I think what I should do is... I'm pretty sure the Basket Legion's more of a threat right now. I'm gonna protect just in case. I'm pretty sure that... I don't know. I think I'm max speed on my... or decent speed into my Skarmory. I just want to see... What is Basket Legion doing? Okay, yeah, so she tries to fake out that, and I'm assuming that they're going to double my Sneasler. I want to make sure I get some damage off on you. Oh, so yours Focus Sash. That's fine. Okay, they get the last respects off still, though. Okay. That's fine, I think. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to have to Aqua Jet. If they want to not die, they have to Aqua Jet, because I'm pretty sure that Sneasler is faster than Lopunny. So Volt Switch one way, and then Close Combat the other. I think should finish it off, unless I'm forgetting something, which is entirely possible. So, we shall see. Yeah, Aqua Jet. Whoa, wait, Aqua Jet this way? Yeah, and that finishes off Lopunny, and then I Volt Switch. What were they trying to do? After Unburden, I never swapped out. I kept my Unburden, so I assumed that was the fastest thing. And then, yeah, Volt Switch, finish off 1 HP Basket Legion. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Well, we made it work. What did the... Lopunny had Fake Out? I'm assuming a Fighting type move it had to have. Fake Out, Triple Axle. It didn't protect, so... What, I wonder. I cannot say. That is so fascinating to me. Okay, well... Sandbird is proving its worth. We are still getting wins. 2 wins in a row. Actually started a streak, I just realized. So, yeah, a streak has started going on now. Or, like, if I win this one, it will effectively have gone through. So, what on earth? Okay, this is a hard Trick Room. I don't have Trick Room, though, is the problem. What do I do here? Because this is going to be quite problematic. I do not believe that I have a effective Pokemon to go ahead and take out Mega Aggron. And they're going to want to have that paired up with Sinistcha. Oops, hang on. Is there any way for me to deny Trick Room at all? I think Tyranitar is going to be a major player here. The problem is having to deal with Sylveon, potentially. And Torkoal, too. This is going to be very annoying. But I do think I am going to need my own Sinistcha to deal with a lot of this as well. So no Rotom here. Skarmory, I don't think is really going to do us much justice or like do very well for us here. Like at all. This sucks. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to do some combination of Garchomp with Sneasler, with at least to potentially try to scare off some Pokemon later, and then Tyranitar, and then maybe I'm assuming my own Sinistcha. It's the only thing I can think of right now. Oh, okay, well they picked it for me. Okay, I had picked already. I was going to swap over to Skarmory last second just in case if I ended up actually surviving a 5 turns in Trick Room, but we'll see, I guess. See if my decision wears off or was correct here. A wall with Furgraph, okay. So it should be, what I imagine, either Protect or some sort of a... go for Stomping Tantrum and then actually coaching. I think I'm going to just try to make my Garchomp as strong as I possibly can right now. Because they're probably going to get off the Trick Room. I don't think there's any effective way for me to stop it, so... Either Protect or something else. Oh, they withdraw. Do they set up the Trick Room then? Hang on. So, okay. Okay. Wouldn't have been bad, and then they do get the Trick Room off. However, I'm going to assume some sort of a combination of hyper voices from both sides. And then I'm going to... Oh, shit. Okay, I want to... It's probably going to be a combination of hyper voices, would be my best guess, because I want to keep Sneasler, but... I think that's what it's going to be. Is it's going to be hyper voice and or psychic, so I think for Sneasler I'm going to swap it out into Tyranitar and see. And see if I can either live or allow myself the ability to go ahead and prevent them from getting set up the way they want to. So let's see. I'm gonna have to navigate 5 turns. Yeah, Sylveon gets her attack off. Okay, good job, Tyranitar. Now, did they double Hyper Voice or did they Psychic this slot? That kind of sucks that that's the way that happened, but... Okay, Foul Play. Fine by me. So this turn for them is actually kind of bad for me since now I know it is Foul Play for a Graph, so... I'm pretty sure they get a double here, which sucks. So... It might have been better to try to let my Garchomp take it. I might have lived, maybe. I have a bulky Garchomp, but... Do I want to give them Tyranitar is the thing, though. Foul Play. Don't think I have much of a choice. I think... Okay, that's not good at all. Okay, yeah, that wasn't good at all. Okay, I lost a hard Trick Room. Okay, well, thankfully I have this, I think, but problem is now... Protect on you, and I think... there's no way... I think I just Matcha Gotcha. Sinistra should live, is my thing, but... Helping Hand again? What was it? What was it gonna do now? Maybe they're going for... just Hyper Voice? Hyper Beam! Okay. Well. Can't say I've ever lost that way before. Good call on them. Damn, my streak! Okay, but is it... It has to have a Psychic type move, so what is it? Trick Room, Foul Play, Helping Hand... Psychic type move? Hyper Voice? Is it not a Psychic type move, for a Giraffe? No, it's Protect. Okay, they don't have a Psychic type move. Wait, I'm so... My Sneasler is slower than their Sylveon? If I'd have known that, I would have attacked. My Sinister could still be alive. Well. And the dimensions are back. Okay, well. Good to know. I did not know that their Sylveon was faster than my, How does that even happen? I'm max speed. It's not even Choice Scarf. Okay, well. Did a little bit of chip damage to the Farigiraf, but... Maybe if I did have Rotom, because I'm not going to be able to beat this, not with Sneasler. Poor Sneasler is not going to be able to hurt Mega Aggron. Not enough. It's bulky for Farigiraf, I'm assuming, too, with Citrus Berry. Oh, no. Yeah, that would do it. I'm so surprised. This would have been a way better team to have dealt with if I had if I was using a Crabominable. Absolutely would have been able to have utilized their Trick Room against him, but man, hard Trick Room. I needed a way to survive it. Maybe if I had led with Skarmory, and I had did some combination of coaching with Brave Bird, maybe that would have probably had done it. I don't know if it would have been enough, or maybe if I had doubled into it was the thing. I knew that I had to attack it was the problem. I just couldn't allow them to be in Trick Room. But either I had to survive it or I had to stop it, and unfortunately stopping it looked very difficult. So what is this then? This looks a little bit more of like the standard, like what you're probably out to want to be. Okay. So I think some combination lead again of like Garchomp plus Sneasler may be good. Or maybe even Garchomp with Rotom. And then the thing is, Sneasler's decent into a lot of these Pokemon, so I kind of want to bring it along. But Skarmory, I think, will help beat out everything that isn't King Gambit. And then I think I can bring. Do I want to bring Sinistcha? It loses to like 4 of the Pokemon. And Tyranitar, I think, also doesn't do too hot against at least 3 of them, but I think can at least prove useful in trying to win something like a Weather War or get something started otherwise. Potential pivot or something else to work with, so we'll see. So their Garchomp, I'm assuming it's Scarf Chomp. Maybe even double Rock Slide on their side, but... So, what do they do, is the question for me. Do I Hydro Pump the Garchomp to help try to knock it out? Because I believe that... What do I believe is going to happen here? Hydro Pump might not be a bad option to lock myself into right now. We'll see. I want to Volt Switch or get some electric damage off, but I think this may not be bad. Let's see. Okay, so they withdrew their Garchomp. I'm expecting... Okay. Hydro Pump lands. And puts it down to 1. There goes Focus Sash. If I hit Rock Slide, that would be huge, but let's see. Do they Tailwind? Yeah, they set up Tailwind. Probably the most important thing for their... Please? Okay. Takes care of Aerodactyl then. No more Tailwind to deal with after this. So they effectively have 1 turn of Tailwind wasted. I can kind of sparingly go between 2 of them to see where I feel like I'm going to... Charizard's out. So now I think it is Protect one way with you, and then as much as I want to Hydro Pump still... I really do need Rotom, because I know that they have Garchomp in the back. But there's no easy way for me to swap right now, so I think Protect on you, and then Hydro Pump on you, to try to whittle it down some more. They are probably aware of, and are probably going to either double or try to go for a multiple hit onto my Rotom, since they probably have an idea that it is Scarfed, and I'm locked myself into a not good move. But I do need to survive a couple turns here in Tailwind. Try to lose as little Pokemon as possible. Oh wow, it's fast. faster than Choice Scarf Rotom, okay. They go for the double up into Rotom? Get my Hydro Pump off, that's good. They do not significant damage, but Chip is always good to have. Hyper Voice. Okay, Rotom lives. Which actually isn't the greatest thing. At least not right now. So I need to... I don't think there's a single Pokemon I have that lives a double up of... Let's see, they have Garchomp in the back. That lives a double up of Hyper Voice plus Heat Wave, at least currently. So I need Heat Wave to miss one way or the other. I think it would have been even optimal if Rotom went down that at that point, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Let's see if I can get the hit off on hits both. Fortunate part is that I don't think that there's any way that I survive Hyper Voice from Sylveon, but I think I'll take the trade-off here. Because that allows me to bring in Tyranitar and then Skarmory as well. I also forgot they had Tailwind up, so that would explain that. So I think this turn Protect at the very least with you, and then let me see, they have one turn of Tailwind left, I'm assuming. Tailwind's up for one more turn. So I'll go for the Rock Slide. No, I'm not. I'm going for the Double Protect this turn. Stall it out. And then next turn, I'll decide based on what they do, whether they protect or... Yeah, they swap themselves. Okay. It's to be expected. Now, did they protect their Sylveon, or... I don't think so. If my Skarmory went up first, yeah, double protect. Yeah, Sylveon just Hyper Voice. I could have killed it. So they get a potential free swap next round, or next time. But their Tailwind has gone away now. So for me, then, play goes as follows. I don't think that there's any way that they're Pokemon. So they're in an interesting spot themselves. They didn't swap. My Tyranitar can live one attack. And they did have Protect. They just didn't do it. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Okay, so they, what are they, Rock Sliding, Earthquaking? What is it? Probably Earthquake if they're Protect. Oh no, it's not Protection. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to be able to... They navigated that well. Okay. They did have Protect, they just didn't use it. I could have doubled the Garchomp this time and then had a much better position next turn. So then this turn, similarly then, I guess, doing this, and then... Yeah, I'm going to... I assume that they're not going to... Ooh, Quick Attack. Okay. Are they Rock Sliding then? Let's see. I'm gonna try to put the step on the gas a little bit. Skarmory avoids the attack. Fantastic. Okay. So now we're in a similar position. I can Iron Head them again. They can go for the Quick Attack and then try to take out my Tyranitar. I can go for the Iron Head, but I think I'm gonna try this. Sylveon Quick Attacks. I live? Oh my god, Tyranitar! Wait! Hold on. Does Garchomp live this? It does not! Wait! I lived? solo target rocks. Oh my god. Wait. 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 No way, right? I know Skarmory's faster than Charizard. Hang on. Hang on. Charizard probably has Protect. I don't think that I just wait, though. I'm pretty sure... I think I just go for it. I don't think I waste any time protecting. Yeah, so there goes one on you. No protects go off. I'm pretty sure Skarmory can get the kill on Charizard, because I'm pretty sure I'm faster than it. I don't think that any amount of speed investment will. Down goes Charizard. Is it gonna Hyper Beam? It might kill me with Hyper Beam, maybe Hyper Voice too? I'm faster than it though, I'm pretty sure. Hang on. Let me see. This may be not as quick-winded as I thought it would be. I'm pretty sure my Skarmory's faster. They protect. I'm not sure. I think I got this somehow. That aggressive play of getting the Swords Dance off, I think, helped pull it off in the end. That and my goodness, my Tyranitar lived Pixelate Quick Attack. Let me see. I may be overestimating it. I'm pretty sure I have this though. That didn't. Yeah, I guess that would do the expected amount. That was a crit. I was gonna say they may have needed a crit, but that was it. Oh my god, we won that. We actually. Oh, whoops! I dropped my controller. I couldn't believe it. We won that. Oh my god, we managed to steal it back from the jaws of victory. Holy, or from the jaws of defeat. Whoops! I almost. Could you imagine? God. Wow. Good job, Skarmory. Dude, Swords Dance. Okay, a lot had to go right there towards the end. The Rock Slide miss mattered. My Tyranitar living Quick Attack mattered. That allowed me to get the Swords Dance off without taking any unnecessary chip. And then being able to retaliate afterwards with my own levels of aggression. That was insane. I cannot believe we won that. Really pulled that one back. Okay. So, I think I have an idea as to what Meowscarada is supposed to do, since a lot of them tend to do a lot of the same, but maybe this isn't specifically niche. My Lodic, that one's definitely going to be annoying. Gallade 2 could be. This, I think, has a niche set of, potentially... Let's see, I don't think there's an easy way for me to, go about this, but I think Rotom definitely starts. It goes well into at least 3 or 4 of these Pokemon. The only one that it doesn't is Meowscarada. Which could be a problem, actually, now that I think about it. But I think I might want to start with these two. Maybe. I want to bring Tyranitar, but I don't think that it's going to be good. So I think some combination of, actually, these two, with you and Rotom in the back. Because as much as I want to also bring Sinistra, could I? Not really. I think there's far too many Pokemon. I think Rotom will be better against a good amount of these. And what Sinistra can help with, I think Rotom also does help with. So let's see. How does this go? Okay. Not bad, not bad. Still hovering around in the Master Ball rank. Meowscarada or not? Okay. So now the question is... Fake Out? I'm pretty sure that, unless it's Choice Scarf, I'm pretty sure that my Sneasler can take out the Meowscarada. But it's probably Focus Sash that was the deal. So my bet then will be this. And then hope I hit the Rock Slide. It could be Triple Axle is the thing as well. In which case, there's a couple things I feel like could go wrong here. So I'm going to wait. I think we'll go for the Dire Claw. And then I don't like this at all, actually. I'm protecting. I feel like it's a bad call, but I think Dire Claw, and then seeing if it's triple axle or not. It probably is. Ooh, they wide guard. They expected me to rock slide. Okay, yeah, I knew it is triple axle. Okay, so it's protein. Yeah, I had a feeling. So they were. It's wide guard Aerodactyl. Okay. Okay, we got the poison. Okay, so I knew I covered for the right option then. Meowscarada did not get what it wanted to off. So I think then rather protect with you and then swap in Rotom. It also may be, I think, Choice Scarf Meowscarada, because it was either that or it's just like Meowscarada is way faster than I remember it, because my Sneasler is also max speed, so we'll see. I'm letting Sneasler protect because I want to see. Okay, yeah, triple axle goes off. They land all hits with protein to help them out. Now, do they attack my Sneasler? They set up Tailwind. Okay, so I could have attacked that turn, but I was expecting them to go a separate angle for that. So Meowscarada, I think, is guaranteed dead this turn. So then we have to survive several turns here in Tailwind. Meowscarada dies. I think I'm going to go back into Garchomp here, and then I'm going to... do I Hydro Pump or do I Volt Switch? I think Rotom actually dies. I'll go for the Hydro Pump. I don't think it's the right one. I think I should have Volt Switched. Okay, they swap, actually. They go into their own Garchomp. Okay. Swap out my Sneasler. Okay, so Meowscarada cannot do damage to me, and I'm pretty sure the next Poison Tick may kill it, too. An Air Back. Okay. So we're slowly stalling out their, I believe their Tailwind. So Rotom takes a little bit of damage. I think I protect with you again. I want to see. I want to get Skarmory in is the issue right now. Skarmory works really well into this. I think that's what we'll do, actually. I think I can survive a Dragon Claw. I want to see. So they Rock Slide. They try to... I think I survive a Dragon Claw. I think I set my Garchomp to be bulky enough to do that. Let's see. Okay, I was right. I used my own Rock Slide. Please, none of my Pokemon flinch. Please, it would be so bad. Okay. Rotom gets the Hydro Pump off on Garchomp, getting an exceptional amount of chip off on it. Oh, they're also Citrus Berry. Okay, I just don't eat my berry because... Okay, and awesome, I land my Rock Slide. Because I need to be aware of the Tailwind turns for them. They have one more turn of Tailwind, so they have to make a decision this turn. I'm going to protect with my Garchomp this turn. Do I want to? I think I'll still go for it. Because they need to focus on my Rotom, I think. Rock Slide one way, and then Dragon Claw the other, I imagine. But I think I'm gonna go protect, and then I'm going to Hydro Pump it to the Aerodactyl. Rock Slide, I'm assuming, yeah, and then do they Dragon Claw my Rotom is a thing. Because they have Tailwind next turn. I'm asking for a lot here. I don't need... Okay, they double Rock Slide. Wow. Okay, so they didn't want to go for the Dragon Claw. And they get it both ways. That's fine. Their Tailwind ends this turn. So this gives me my opportunity to send in my Skarmory. So then my Garchomp then I think, is able to go for a Rock Slide. And then I'm going to Brave Bird the Garchomp. I'm pretty sure Aerodactyl either protects or is probably, like in a best case scenario, they get the Tailwind off. But I think if we can eliminate the Garchomp, since they have a dying Meowscarada in the back, they're probably not going to have a lot going for them in that regard. That's my thought process, at least. They may just go for a Rock Slide on their side, or like C. I'm pretty sure that so long as they're not a Tailwind, my Skarmory outspeeds. Wow, they really went for it. Okay, and they get the Dragon Claw off. Get some Rough Skin Chip. Actually, may be huge. Oh, he's at 1! No way. Okay, wait, no. So, now I can send in Sneasler and potentially threaten with Fake Out. Well, I'm going to Protect because I'm scared. And then I'm going to Iron Head in this slot. I don't think there's anything Garchomp does. They could protect their Aerodactyl, but I don't think I'm exerting a lot of pressure on it just yet, and so I'm gonna wait and see. They got a lot of Pokemon that are weak right now, is part of their deal. They did! Okay, so they did protect. Oh, they don't. Okay, so they were they were covering for Fake Out, so... Damn, that's not good then, because I also protected. So that's not optimal for me as well. So I should have coaching would have been great that turn, but let me see. So now they're probably under the correct speculation that I do not have see, they have 1 turn of Tailwind left, I think. 2, actually. Shit. Okay. Not good at all. Okay. Because I don't have my Unburden activated yet is the main issue. What is our other Pokemon, really? I'm pretty sure I'm safe to Iron Head. And this is Milotic, I guess. It could be Charizard, but we'll see. Rock Slide right after. And then either, probably Earthquake on their Garchomp. Yeah, Earthquake. My poor Sneasler. The double protects Fake Out. Like if I had like remembered that, like that was a potential option for them, I probably would have been in much better shape. I had left the Aerodactyl alive long enough for them to get a second Tailwind off. I would have been in much better shape if I was outside of Tailwind right now, because they still have their Meowscarada who's dying of poison. This Garchomp, which is 1 HP, and then I haven't protected with Skarmory yet, I'm pretty sure. So I survived this turn of Tailwind, and then it's just the issue of having to yeah, no, protecting this turn. If they swap, they get it, I'm pretty sure, very well, especially if it's Charizard in the back, since they haven't used a Mega at all. They're probably, I think they're thinking it over, and they're good to swap if they want to. Meowscarada dies to poison, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe a Protect Scout as well, but Triple Axle as well. Okay. I may be wrong. I don't know if I got my ticks of poison damage off, but I'm pretty sure it'll kill. I was off. They're both at 1%. Okay, well, I have Ice-type Meowscarada to deal with, or 1% Garchomp. But I think that the right play is to go for the Garchomp, but it'll probably protect. Okay, do I predict the protect, so that way I don't get the double kill here, or are they just going to both attack regardless? I think I still... I'm going to think they're going to protect. Holy shit, this thing's fast. Okay, well, it didn't matter. Choice Scarf, Protein, Triple Axle. Got it in the end. Oh my god. But they did not protect their Garchomp either, so yeah, I guess they were much more in tune with their speed tiers, unfortunately. I allowed them to to get Tailwind up twice, which was my undoing ultimately. Oof, excuse me. If I had taken care of that Aerodactyl sooner, because I think I had a decent start where I got their triple axle correct off of I needed to reposition or like have a better Pokemon out at certain times. I just wasn't sure when the Earthquakes would come out and when the Rock Slides would, but I think I gave too much leniency, or like I was more respectful towards Rock Slide for my Skarmory than I think I should have. I could have swapped in at certain points and protected at others to try to outstall and do certain things, but I was too afraid for certain things. But now we move on to the next one. What on earth would they do here? This seems like standard Tailwind with Whimsicott. I don't think I have an easy way. Do I have an easy way to take out Whimsicott? I don't think so. And it's not like Electro Web will do me much good outside of Tailwind just yet, but I think Rotom is going to be important here to help deal with a lot of these Pokemon. The problem is, I don't know if it's going to be Grass Attack, or it's usually Fairy Attack, Whimsicott. But I do think that I'm going to need Rotom, definitely Tyranitar, Skarmory, and probably you. So I think I'm going to go with a combination of you two, and then you, and then you in the back. I think will help out with a few of the remaining Pokemon. I do not think my Garchomp will help out with much except for the Charizard and the Kingambit. So we'll see. My judgment was correct this time around. Yeah, Whimsicott Kangaskhan is about what I expected. They were going to get the Fake Out off and then also get Tailwind is their plan, is my assuming. Or is what I'm assuming. What would you have, Whimsicott, is my question. Because I could definitely go for Trick at least now, since I know that it's probably going to not have a lot of moves to do. And then you are definitely the scarier of the two right now, Sneasler. So let me see. I think close. Well, we'll close combat into the Kangaskhan. We'll see. They're gonna get the Tailwind up, probably, if they want to. Otherwise, I'm going to trick them with Rotom. If they Fake Out... Ooh, withdraw, actually. Is it Charizard? No, Baskin Legion. Okay, actually, good call on them. Ooh, okay. Actually, they got that, like, entirely correct. Okay, so they got that completely correct then, but same issue now. What are you, Basket Legion? What is your item? I don't think I want to give it a Choice Scar. No, it's not like I have a choice, I think. What if I have an idea? I have a very, very silly idea. It's a very, very, very silly idea, and I don't think will do me very... So, Sneasler now has a Choice Scarf. So, that... Now that's gone. I got the paralysis. Okay. Wave Crash. Totally fine by me. Okay, and then I'd say... Yeah, this turn we go into Skarmory, because our other Pokemon is Kangaskhan. Okay. So now I need to outlast the... I need to outlast their, I need to outlast the Tailwind that they have set up. So I think... I want to Swords Dance, but I don't think that's going to do me any good, especially in front of Whimsicott. I do not want to do that. Definitely go for Electro Web, and then I'm going to... Iron Head. This turn. I'll see. Whimsicott Protect, does it swap? I'm so curious. I don't know. Okay, they withdrew Basket Legion. Basket Legion's too slow. Okay, Whimsicott Encores. Whose item did I steal? Well, I gave... Okay, well, I gave the nothing to myself. That's fine, actually. I don't mind that. What is Kangaskhan holding on to, then? If I'm stuck tricking around, I can give no item to something. Hang on. So they have Garchomp, then. Trick. I'll take what's yours. Protect. I'm very... Something interesting's going on around here. I'm assuming it's Rock Slide from the Garchomp. It's Fake Out into Rock Slide. My Rotom's in a very interesting position. He's just being a silly little guy. Does Trick even work if I don't have an item? I'm not going to swap yet, is the thing. So, is it Fake Out? I'm assuming it's either... Oh, you're the Mega. Okay. So you're the Mega Kangaskhan, okay. Is it Fake Out? I want to see. Yeah, so they did try to Fake Out my Skarmory. Then does it... Dragon Claw, okay. About half my health. You get to have nothing now, Garchomp. I hope you like it. Ooh, a Citrus Berry! You shouldn't have! Oh, how lovely! Okay, so now I'll swap you out. Because I think this is hilarious. So now, this turn... Let's see, is it one more turn of Tailwind for them? Yeah, it is, okay. So I think... I can't swap my thing with you, so I think this turn... I want this Swords Dance to see if I can potentially get start picking some things off this next turn. It's just that, so they Dragon Clawed... Probably have Rock Slide. What does Kangaskhan do? I'm not sure if they can... I'm gonna Swords Dance. I'm not sure if I'm gonna scout for potential Protect or what else they have, but I'm gonna go into Tyranitar now. Just so I can take an item. Or like, since I've already taken a good item. And basically left the Garchomp with nothing. Which is so funny to me. Doubt they would ground type move when I had... Ooh, Rock Tomb. Very interesting. So Rock Tomb, I've seen it's like taken off a little bit. Okay, a little bit of damage on all their sides. So now decisions need to be made on their part. Because Tailwind has ended. Chances are... I don't think it kills. It'll do damage. And then they have Basket Legion in the back as well. I don't remember. I haven't taken out a Pokemon of theirs, have I? Never mind. I did take out Whimsicott, so... We'll see now, I guess. Rock Tomb again, Double Edge. What's their play? I'm assuming one of them has to Protect, probably. Rock Tomb again. They're gonna try to see if they can take out the Skarmory this turn. Ice Plunge. Don't freeze me, please. Okay. I think I might just take myself out then if this is Ooh, not quite. Okay. Rough Skin plus all the recoil. Which is fine. They double into my, Whew! Okay, wait, hold on. I think there goes Kangaskhan. Okay, it's actually somewhat even then. It's somehow the game is even. They have a vascular. Oh, wait, what? How did this happen? Rock Tomb. So they Rock Tomb. Rock Slide, I guess, and then oh gosh, this is awful. I don't like this. The Garchomp is gonna get an attack off this turn. Is it Rock Slide, Rock Tomb, Earthquake, Stomping Tantrum, maybe? My poor Rotom, I think, is dead, is the unfortunate thing, since it doesn't have an item right now, but I think ultimately this, and then this? I don't know. I don't know what the... Okay, Vascular Legion protects. Garchomp Stomping Tantrum? No, it Earthquaked, I'm pretty sure. I land the Hydro Pump, ending the Garchomp. And now Vascular Legion can't win, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Ultimately, I think I bet... And then the Citrus Berry triggers. That is hilarious! The Citrus Berry I stole from the Garchomp earlier. Because now they have to decide, do they Wave Crash one or Last Suspects the other? I don't know if Rotom kills. It might. But Tyranitar for certain, I think, kills. Because I think I've seen it do it from this percentage. So there's a little bit that is going to be required out of my team. It may not be... We may not be out of the woods just yet. We need to see. So Rotom, I'm pretty sure, is still faster even without the Choice Scarf and kills. Last Respects. And it's Tyranitar. They didn't Wave Crash? Well, I guess that would have... They were concerned for their health, but not enough. Oh. Well, the berry, you got to eat it at least. Damn. What a game. What a game. I played Trick Item Ring Around the Rosie and stole items like crazy that game. I cannot believe that. Sandbird is really good. This team, I love this team. I don't think we've had a winning streak going, but I think we've definitely won more games so far today than we've lost. Because I have at least gotten to the point where like we've started like a winning streak of some kind. Okay. So this is looking like a Mega Frostlass team. Potentially. So I think, if anything, Rotom definitely starts. I have to keep Tyranitar in the back, is my assumption. Okay. They have King Gambit. I think Aerodactyl, or not Aerodactyl, I think Skarmory's going to be good here. It's just that I do know for certain that Frostlass is faster than Skarmory. So I am going to have to deal with a little... I have to win Weather Wars in order to at least make sure that I can be properly accommodated so that I don't lose certain interactions. But Garchomp I don't think is going to be good here at all. The only Pokemon that does relatively well against is Aerodactyl, but Sinistcha, as much as I want to bring as well, only beats one Pokemon, and Rotom, but I think I'm going to lead off this way and then have Tyranitar and then Skarmory in the back, since Skarmory has kind of been... Skarmory is really good. Like, it's definitely proven its worth in, like, being able to just, like, absolutely annihilate things that come its way. It's kind of a shame, though, that I can't bring Sinistcha, because, like, a lot of what its utility could be to help is just not proving to be, like, necessary right now, but, like, I am absolutely... I'm elated with the performances that we've seen today. So Frostlass Sneasler, so they appear to want to be similar in mindset to what I want to do. So my plan actually is to get a Volt Switch off. I think that with a Choice Scarf I'm faster than Frostlass, and so if I'm able to go ahead and get some damage off that way, then what I can do probably then is 'Cause my Sneasler unfortunately is unable to do anything, but I guess we're going to like be watching for what happens next. So I'm going to protect, and then next turn I may have to... no. I think we will Dire Claw. So yeah, Frostlass Mega Evolves. Is it faster than Rotom with Choice Scarf? I want to see. This one's going to be like a... I may have threw first turn because I didn't know what my speed tiers were. Did I Volt Switch that way? I think I did. Oh, that's so bad. I would have gotten the weather trade-off there, dude. No, don't tell me it Aurora Veils. If I had went the other way... Oh no, they went for Blizzard, okay. Okay, that's not bad. So they protected. First turn, so then... I guess same deal. Volt Switch one way. And I'm going to protect my Sneasler now this turn, I think. Hold on. If they're aware that I'm Volt Switching... Yeah. Then... And I am faster, which is, like, part of the deal. Let's see. I don't know. Ooh, they withdrew their Sneasler. Is it... Garchomp? So I Volt Switch out. So they were expecting to potentially catch the Volt Switch again on this turn, but I'm actually swapping into Tyranitar to try to reduce or stop as much of their current weather shenanigans as possible. I did get a Dire Claw into the Garchomp though. Close combat probably would have been better, but I want to see. Do we get the status? That would have been great. We do get a status. Awesome. Rough Skin? No. Oh, never mind. There it goes. Blizzard? Yeah, Blizzard goes, but Sneasler avoids. So Sneasler sticks around for another turn. Okay, so this may matter a little bit. Because I think what I'll end up doing this turn is Protect plus Coaching. I think I want to get a Protect and a Coaching off. I think I may live anything that they do with Coaching, but the thing is then, what do I do after that? Probably Knock Off would be my guess into the Garchomp. I think the Frostlass feels threatened, and so I'm going to go for a Coaching. I don't imagine that the Frostlass... Yeah, I don't imagine that Frostlass either stuck around or would let an attack go off, so we'll see. So, Earthquake is probably their choice of attack then here, but I think that that Coaching will allow me to live, and I went into the Garchomp anyways, and so Garchomp I think is out. Unfortunately at the loss of my Sneasler, but Sneasler does leave a little bit of a parting gift in that regard. So the attack boost from this, as well as the defense boost from prior, yeah, does take out Garchomp. See, now I would have felt great now if I had a... Oh, Focus Sash Garchomp, okay. I would have felt great at this point if I had a... Let's see. They have Sneasler still in the back. And then either a Rotom of their own. I'm assuming it's King Gambit, actually. So I think for now I'm going to hold off on... Sneasler's back. So this turn, chances are... So I know Focus Sash is not on Sneasler, so... depending on who they have left... Sending this way, and then... I think this turn... I'm able to get a Swords Dance off, potentially. Which I think would be important, but I think actually rather I'm just going to go for the Mega and then Brave Bird the Sneasler. I know the Sneasler can protect itself, but I think that they assume that the Frostlass is the bigger threat. But they may just go for like a double protect or something to try to outlast or outwit me. I'm gonna see though. Yeah, Frostlass is out. That's what I assumed would be the case. Okay, so Rotom is their last Pokemon then. So I went for a knockoff that way. So if they protect with Sneasler, then my Tyranitar gets to go for the knockoff. But if they do not, then they lose their Sneasler. Oh, never mind. I'm just faster. They take a lot of damage with Sneasler, and then they take damage with Rotom. So even better, actually. Oh, they never got their Unburden activated. That's right. Oh my god, Rotom almost died. So I'm still not out of the woods just yet because they, I'm pretty sure they are still Choice Scarf Rotom, since that's what a lot of them tend to run. And obviously, since it didn't have a Citrus Berry, would be my bet. So, do I sack Tyranitar here? Potentially, because both Pokemon are very much in the seat to lose. I think I swap out Tyranitar for Rotom, and then I protect with you at least to try to either scout out an intention or see if I can get something going. So, I can win the Weather War affirmatively by bringing Rotom back in, protecting this turn, so that way I don't take any unnecessary Blizzard damage. But they also protect. I think they are unfamiliar with speed tiers, but Rotom does go for Thunderbolt. So then, if that's the case, I'm going to go for an Electroweb. My way this way. Oh, they forfeited. Okay, so yeah, now I had complete weather control from there. My Rotom is also Choice Scarf, and they had locked themselves into Thunderbolt. So awesome. Is that a win streak going? We got a win streak? I think, is that 3 in a row? I think it is. I'm not sure. Oh no, it's a 2-win streak. Okay. Or maybe I could have swore. Okay. Well, nonetheless, another victory. We got something going here. I'm quite happy with our performances today. How impressive. Oh boy, what on earth is this? Okay, I think a same deal scenario of like I'm going to need to pivot around to make sure that they don't get their weather going. They have Ceruledge. Okay. A couple ghost types, dark type, a few normal types. I think what I'm going to want to do probably then is have probably... Who do I want? Farigiraf would be a problem, kind of. I don't think it's Trick Room. It could be, but I don't think it is. I'll probably start off with this. I'm definitely going to need Skarmory for at least a few of these Pokemon. I think. Hold on. I think I'm good to potentially start off with Tyranitar. No. I think this is the right lead. Skarmory and Garchomp loses really bad, unfortunately, to a few of these Pokemon, so I think Tyranitar once again. Just so I can try to maintain some sort of level of weather control. I'm gonna see if I can properly maintain that going forward. Because snow and sand are generally the two that you're gonna want to have a fight over in terms of who's gonna be keeping what. Lopunny's so allergic there. Okay, so, well... Does Lopunny go for the Fake Out, or does it protect? And, or what does the Ceruledge do? Lopunny's probably going to protect. My thing, though, is what is Ceruledge going to do? It may Fake Out, still. It may try to get the Fake Out on, like, say, my Sneasler and or my Rotom, but I think going for damage is probably a little bit more important. Let's go for the Fake Out. Okay. Caesar takes a bit of damage there. Hydro Pump goes off. I don't think your Focus Sash. I was going to say, I don't think it kills. That's not the reason why. Bitter Blade? What is it? Okay, Sword Dance. Okay, well. They are in quite the pickle then. I think the only really good option then here is... don't think there's any real good option here. It is a threat right now. No. Yes! No. Yes. Oh my god, I'm like so uncertain because like it is a threat now. Let me see. Shadow Sneak. Could have protected, but I wanted to make sure that I don't think there's anything that Lopunny can do right now. Okay, so yeah, we confirmed the death on you. We kind of traded. If I protected, it would have been way better, but definitely did not want to allow that to go on more than it already has. Close combat, okay. Did not want to let any of my Pokemon get caught into that. Okay, so that then gives me, I think, what I need to be able to go ahead and swap you in. And then I don't know yet, is the thing, if they have Ninetales at all. So what has Lopunny done so far? Fake Out, Basket Legion, okay. Is there anything else I need Rotom for? Oh, hold on. Not really. So I think even though Rotom can be useful right now, I think it's taking a little bit too much damage, potentially. And so what I think I'll end up doing this turn then is, I think I'm just going to protect this turn. I think my Rotom, if it lands an attack, we'll see, because there's a couple things I think could go wrong here very much. So I think what I'll end up doing is actually, I was thinking about protecting, but I think the Lopunny may feel threatened, especially after getting its defenses dropped. And so what I think I'm going to go for is Hydro Pump into the Lopunny, see how much damage that does, but definitely try to get damage on both. Basket Legion, I don't think does is fast enough. I think both of my Pokemon should be. Okay, Rotom, you are a king in landing your Hydro Pumps, dude. What the heck? Ooh, Basket Legion flip turns. Okay. So they have Scarf Basket Legion. Who is their last Pokemon? Is it King Gambit? Oh my god, if I had Iron Headed, that would have been huge. Oh my god, wait. Okay, Lopunny is very fast. It got a crit too. I was like, no way. It is not supposed to do that much damage. But I win the Weather War. Because, or no, I don't win the Weather War. Never mind. I thought I did. Fuck. I thought I was able to get a KO that turn, but no, I did not. So at the very least, right now, we are ultimately locked into Hydro Pump. Hydro Pumps that I am not very good with right now. So I think what I should do then is, this sucks because I need Tyranitar to have as much HP to deal with the Basket Legion. I'm gonna have to take a close combat potentially. That's what I was afraid of. Eventually missing. Close combat goes through. But we will live because we have a Focus Sash of our own. I figured that having Troupple Berry would probably not be for the best, but what does that's a Dazzling Gleam. Oh, my Rotom lived, dude. No. Oh, that sucks so much. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Well, that's it. Unfortunately, I don't even get the displeasure of dying to my own Sandstorm. They're the ones who get on this one. Okay. I unfortunately did not use my turns correctly, but also that crit on my Skarmory did matter. Because I didn't expect, well, now it goes down. I didn't expect Lopunny to be able to KO, or even before that, be faster. They had no means of, God, if I had got the, well, no, I didn't even get to attack it because, God, that critical close combat really made the difference in the end. It kind of bummed me out because I would have gotten the damage off on the Ninetales, which could have mattered in either A, getting it KO'd and then allowing me to have weather control again, and then just having to deal with the Basket Legion. and the Lopunny, which they probably would have done a combination of like one attack into the other, and I maybe could have gotten like a cheeky like kill one way or the other. Is that a Cleavor? Hold on. Cleavor? That's unique. I can't say I've seen that at all in my climbs yet so far. Maybe 1 or 2 times in the last season, but that's not what I was expecting to see here at all. Nonetheless, I think Skarmory has a pretty good role here. And likewise with my own Sneasler. I think I should have in the back. My question then now is, do I go full Skarmory and bring Sinistcha, or do I bring Tyranitar to try to win out the Weather War? Because ultimately, like, okay, Bug hurts Tyranitar, Water hurts Tyranitar, Steel hurts Tyranitar, Fighting hurts Tyranitar, Grass hurts Tyranitar. Like, Tyranitar would only be there essentially to win Weather Wars. I don't think it's going to do good. And then Garchomp, likewise, I don't think it's to do good. So I think actually Sinistcha may actually have its first potential showing here. Maybe. I think I can see a vision. Maybe. I can't say for certain. I may see something here. I'm gonna be willing to bet on it a little bit. Let's see. Whimsicott Cleavor. What is this lead? So I can't say I was expecting it at all, but what do they do? I do not know. I think I Mega off Rip, and then... What did they do? Let me look at the team again. I think Hydro Pump isn't the worst thing to lock me into, but... What is this? I think actually I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. No. Going for the Iron Head one way, and then going for a Hydro Pump the other, I think. See if I can... I don't think I'm going to pick up the Double Tail. One of these guys has a Focus Ash on him, the other... Something. What does Cleavor do? I don't know. Okay, the Whimsicott protects. To be expected, I think. Hydro Pump goes off. God, you are so... Okay, so you have the Focus Sash. What are you going to do? What do you do, Cleavor? I could have doubled. I wasn't expecting it, but they may have also Stone Axe. And it missed! Okay, well, they could get it off again. Tailwind Stone Axe, okay. Cleavor, oh no, close combat, okay. Okay, well, I guess he just wanted to get some damage off before he went, but... well, there goes both of them, since I now know that Whimsicott does not have, Whimsicott does not have the Focus Sash. They got the Tailwind off. Oh, no, wait, you're Bulky Whimsicott. What? Bulky Whimsicott. Okay. So they have Tailwind up now. Process is off. Okay. So this sucks because I don't have the means to properly get Tyranitar in a way where, like, it won't be problematic. So I think, ultimately, what I'll end up doing then is... well, I don't have Tyranitar. Okay, so... I think what I'll do then is... Because Rotom's going to be important, especially later on. So Protect with Skarmory, we'll take Sinistcha. Sinistcha just needs to, I think, keep me up right now. So let me see. Brings me up, keeps me healthy. I need to survive Tailwind turns right now. Blizzard and or whatever else to take out Sinistcha is fine by me. I need to swap out Skarmory after this turn is the thing, because I'm pretty sure they have Encore. So yeah, Blizzard's fine. Oh my god, you live, Sinistcha. And Whimsicott Moonblast. Wait, they Moonblasted my Skarmory? Okay, so they were going to try to pick it off if, okay, so back into you then, and then I guess, if for whatever reason they don't kill off Sinistcha, hold on, let me see. How many turns they have a Tailwind 2 more? Okay, so I can effectively stall it out. Interesting. Okay. I guess. I don't know. Sinistcha's done its job. I need to swap out Skarmory because I feel that either Encore or something else is going to go into that slot. And I need my Rotom around for to be able to potentially stop it. So yeah, that makes sense. Either that or they attacked again. Let me see. I cannot stop their Frostlass, at least currently. So this turn, then... Oh, they did attack again. Okay. Okay, we've got one more turn of Tailwind plus 3 turns of Snow. So I'd say this turn we go into Skarmory, who's a little bit healthier now, and then this turn we go for Electro Web, and I'm going to protect. Oh no, I should not have done that. I wish I could go back because I'm pretty sure the Whimsicott now just attacks me. Yeah, Whimsicott protects. Or the Whimsicott will Encore me afterwards. Oh, Frostlass Shadow Ball. So like I could have attacked. They really want. Okay, so yeah, they were betting on me protecting that turn. Their Tailwind time is off now, but they have Encore. So for me, Dire Claw this way. But the unfortunate thing is, unless I can get a double protect, I'm going to be locked into Protect, I think, because that's what most Whimsicott has. Because what has it done? It's Tailwinded, it's Protected, and Moonblasted. I'm pretty sure the last move is Encore. Which sucks. Well, I either get a double Protect this turn, or I get to attack. Yeah, there goes Encore. Oh, well, I got the double Protect. Finally, we take you out, and I'm pretty sure, what was the last Pokemon was, did we see the last Pokemon? I don't think so. So Blizzard, one way. Okay, how many turns do we still have to deal with this? Basket Weaving, okay. They have Snow for one more turn, so... Well, if I can get the triple Protect, this could prove beneficial, but I think what we'll do ultimately is we'll see. If I get the triple, they have to double my my Skarmory this turn. Either that or they're going to try to, like, Divide and Conquer, but I'm pretty sure it's... yeah, unfortunate. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a combination of, like, Last Respects, yeah. And Blizzard... They did not double. Hold on. How much damage is this going to do? I live. And I don't get frozen. Okay, wait. They're going to have to rely on a couple of things to go right here. Okay. I'm still locked into Protect, though. I don't think there's anything that my Sneasler can do right now, is the issue. I protected last turn. What can I do? What can I do? I can protect now. I don't think coaching does me any services, so I think... okay. I get to protect this turn. They're going to double my Sneasler. Probably some combination of, like, whatever attacks Frostlass can do, and then... Aqua Jet? Last Respects? I think I get it, okay. So he's effectively locked into Last Respects, so he can't do anything there. And then Shadow Ball? Yeah, Shadow Ball. So Skarmory is now locked out of Encore. If I had got the attack off earlier, that would have been way better, but I don't think there's any way I kill anything now. Choice Scarf, Basket Legion, and it's Fascinating, yeah. Unfortunate. Not crit too. Well, yeah, if I had attacked that turn instead of protected, I realized it as I clicked it, but it was too late. If I had a click to attack, which is what, oh man, that would have completely shifted the way that the battle would have went. Because they Shadow Balled into one, and then I would have been able to have come back and attacked, I think, proper both ways to take out the Whimsicott as well as the Frostlass. It wouldn't have taken it out, because I'm pretty sure the snow would have buffed it enough to be able to have lived my Iron Head, but then that would have left it much easier at a easier 2v2 to deal with Skarmory and a Sneasler full health against a... what the heck? Chandelure, Venusaur, and Starmie. What is this team? This is so bizarre. Okay. Is this Mega Venusaur but without Rain? What is this team? I do not know. They're probably going to need Venusaur to take out my Rotom, but... this actually doesn't look like a bad Sinistcha game to at least, like, have in the back, but then what else do I do? I don't think I need Tyranitar because 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon do well against it, so Garchomp is effectively out. So I think a combination of Skarmory with Sneasler, with Rotom in the back, and Sinistcha as well in the back. Or maybe I should lead Rotom and Sneasler again. I think so. Skarmory is going to be good. The only thing is I don't have anything that's going to be... besides Rotom, I don't have anything good into the Corviknight. So... yeah. I think I may have needed to have Skarmory in front, but if they bring out Tyranitar or something else that my Sneasler can, like, help... I think the combination of Sneasler and Rotom, I think, is a little bit stronger than Rotom and Skarmory. Yeah, especially with lead up like this. So they set up the Sandstream anyways, and so what I would bet towards is I need to get Rotom out. Skarmory would have been good to have here now anyways, but I'm going to go you, and then I'm going to, I think, protect. Because as much as I want to get Rotom, you know what, I'm going to actually do Hydro Pump Rotom into Garchomp, and then I'm going to protect this turn, and then I'm going to swap potentially next turn. I want to see if they Mega Evolve. Okay, no, they swap. Okay, so they were going to try to catch any fake outs or anything else. Okay, so good call. Good call there. Earthquake, I'm assuming. Get our Hydro Pump off. Do a little Wells over Earthquake. Do nothing, basically, this turn. Now, I don't know if it's Scarf Chomp, which it very well could be, but what I want to do this turn is Hydro Pump into the Garchomp again, and then this turn swap into Skarmory. Because I don't think there's anything that either one of them can do into my Skarmory slot. Corviknight protects, because it's expecting some sort of a electric attack, but I am Choice Scarfed, so let's see. Does Hydro Pump? Hydro Pump misses, which is unfortunate, but this next turn we can, we can get ourselves a better ticket in to do what we need to. So I am going to, once again, Hydro Pump into that slot, since I know at least one of the other Pokemon is still Tyranitar, so I think that Rotom might actually be my greatest chance at victory here, and then I'm going to use Swords Dance here. If Garchomp has Protect... if it's Scarfed, it's going to... ooh, okay. If it's Scarfed, they're going to swap into Starmie. So yeah, my greatest chance... yeah, Protect. My greatest chance to win here is most certainly Rotom. So Rotom, I'm going to need you to swap out now. And you're going to go into... Do I want you into Sneasler? Who is Sneasler good into right now? No one besides Tyranitar, but Tyranitar can be dealt with by like everyone else. So you... And then... This may be enough. Thing is, I don't know. Their Garchomp is not in a good position. They have Corviknight. Okay, they're probably going to swap back into Corviknight, I imagine, then, so I'm just going to Great Bird the Starmie. See if that protects or not. So my Rotom switches. I don't know what Garchomp does here that it could help itself with. So Mega Starmie. My first time, this is my first time ever seeing Mega Starmie in the competitive ladder. I've never run into one. I don't know what you do here. What do you do, Starmie? I'm uncertain. I've never seen it happen before, so Starmie does what? Oh, I take it out. That's what it does. Starmie is down. Do they Earthquake? Did they Earthquake this turn? Did they Rock Slide? Rock Slide, okay. Well? They need to either go back into Corviknight. They gave up. Well? That was certainly a game. That was interesting. For sure, very interesting. I'm going to assume it was Skill Swap Mega Starmie, or Starmie, and it was going to put it onto either Garchomp or Tyranitar maybe, or Corviknight? I can't say, because I killed it. So I'm very sorry about you not being able to put forth your strategy, my friend. I apologize. Well, we got a little bit more to go off of, and I'm probably going to, let's see, do I want to do, I may do like another game or two with Team Crap, because Sandbird has proven its worth quite well, I think, for now. So I'm quite curious to see what how things will go from here. But let's see. So a little bit more of the same. Sneasler, Garchomp, Aerodactyl. I think Garchomp actually does okay into these. The only problem is having to deal with their own Garchomp, but I think if I run Garchomp Sneasler to start, and I go for something like Coaching Rock Slide, depending on what it is that they have, if they lead Aerodactyl or if they go into Floette is the only problem. Definitely going to need Skarmory in the back because their Floette is going to be an issue. The only other issue now then is, do I bring Rotom? Rotom's been a standard classic. Actually, I think I'm going to leave these two then. I was debating on whether or not I should bring Sinistcha as the thing. I think that Sneasler would be good, especially into... Okay, I think I see how I'm going to want to run this. Or like this time around, I'm going to run this. See how that works out for us. They're definitely bringing the Floette. The problem is, what are they going to use with it? I'm assuming it's going to be some combination of Aerodactyl and Floette to lead at least. No, okay, Aerodactyl Garchomp, that's fine. I can absolutely work with that. So for this, going to be Rock Slide with Volt Switch for me, I'm pretty sure. So as much as I think Hydro Pump would be good to lock myself into, I don't want to miss, so I'm going to want to try to get my consistent damage off of it. Aerodactyl may protect first, but we'll see. Okay, Volt Switch goes off. And then I'm going to go actually Skarmory this time around. I see how my my Garchomp deals. Do they Rock Slide? They Tailwind it, okay. I should live anything Garchomp does, bar crit. Dragon Claw. I get my Rock Slide off and please hit the Aerodactyl? Don't miss Aerodactyl. Okay, Garchomp is fine. There goes Aerodactyl. Okay. Fine by me. Because this also allows me to eat my berry now. Put me back up to a healthier spot. I have the lead right now. Sneasler. Okay, so I think that it should be Protect one way, and then actually swap into Sinistcha another way. I'm pretty sure that my Skarmory exudes a lot of pressure here. I could have gone for something like Swords Dance, because I feel like I'm not inherently threatened by anything that would kill Skarmory, but I am tempted to play around a little bit to try to catch Protects or anything else off guard for the time being, because they're either going to Rock Slide themselves or do something else, so... That brings Garchomp back up to a healthier point, as well as Protect. I'm going to try to see if I can catch Fake Out or anything else for the time. Yeah, there goes Fake Out. And then, is it Dragon Claw? Rock Slide? Rock Slide, okay. So Sinistcha absolutely will live that. So my Garchomp is at a much healthier spot now to allow it to be able to go ahead and attack better. So I will then Earthquake, and then I think Machagacha might actually be good. I could also Life Dew. I think, unless they double one way or the other, that like I can do something. But Rock Slide one way and or because they can't close combat, they have to Dire Claw. I'm assuming. So this turn I'm going to what should I do? I'm going to Machagacha. See if I can get a burn. I'll risk a burn. Dire Claw. Okay, they did it anyways. So do they get? Nope. Dragon Claw. And I live. Garchomp will get the ability to do an attack now this turn. There goes Sneasler, and then I'm going to get my Machagacha off this turn as well, which will now be solo target. I'll get a little bit of extra healing on top of that. Does it kill? Does not kill. If it gets the burn, though, then Garchomp dies. So Shell Bell puts it... Does that put us up to green? Just a little bit off. Okay, so no, now Garchomp is... Their Garchomp is much worse off. And they have Floette. Okay, so... With my Skarmory in the back, that will allow us, I think, an opportunity to see for certain. I think I should keep Sinistcha alive, at least for a little bit. And then I'm going to... do I want to swap Rotom? I feel like both will die this turn. Yeah, I think I swap Rotom this turn. They either Rock Slide and like Dazzling Gleam or Earthquake. Something. They're probably Rock Sliding. They can't Earthquake. Stomping Tantrum maybe even? I have a means to deal with the Floette, so... It's just a matter of what the rest of the team is capable of doing. Could be like Dazzling Gleam and Dragon Claw one way or the other. Rock Slide, okay. My Garchomp lived that. So even if they Dazzling Gleamed, I think it still won't do full spread damage. Yeah. So there it goes. And their Tailwind, I forgot they even had Tailwind up, so now I send in Skarmory. I was not playing with Tailwind in mind at all. I just knew my team was fat enough to withstand a lot of those attacks, so... Now, I guess... Maybe. Go for this, and then I'm going to... I feel like I should Hydro Pump. Electro Web may be good too into slowing it down, but I don't think that there is any means that, or like any reason why that would matter, so... I think we'll just try to pick off both for the time. See if I can. I have to land a Hydro Pump. And then also see if their Floette has Protect or not. But even still, I don't think that they kill my Skarmory. Or like they have a way to. So Protect. Nope, Hydro Pump goes off. That takes care of Garchomp, so Garchomp is done. And Floette did not protect, so it's going to be taking a non-boosted, but still Iron Head from the Mega Skarmory. Okay, so they have bulky Floette. So even if they do Dazzling Gleam, there goes Rotom, and a little bit of chip to Skarmory, but I think that's just enough chip to where even Sinistcha will bring it back up to full. And they now have to deal with both. So, I don't know. I just don't think there's any way for them to get past this. So yeah, Skarmory moves first, takes out Floette. There we go. Another victory. God, how much do you need to win to get to rank up? I can't say that like I've won a lot, but I feel like I've definitely won more than I've lost in like repetition. So like we're still Master Ball rank 3 only, it looks like. Okay, what time is it? I'll give it one more, I think, with this team, and then we're going to swap back to the other team, because this team has proven very, very, very good into a lot of these current Pokemon teams. There's a couple that I think have proven to be quite niche or quite like good enough to be able to get past even what I'm trying to accomplish with this. Whoa. So this is also Sandstorm with potentially Tailwind support from Talonflame. Okay, so... And they also have a Serena. Their Megas are either going to be, my assumption would be Tyranitar, or it has to be, my assumption now is it has to be Gardevoir. So, okay, Sneasler would be good. The problem is that they're probably going to set up their own Sandstorm. So I think a combination lead of these two probably balanced the best into whatever it is that they could potentially have. And then having Skarmory in the back definitely helps out with at least a decent amount of their Pokemon, minus, I think, the Talonflame. I just wish Sneasler had a better option here, because like it could be good into like a decent amount of them as well, but not enough from what I'm able to see. So I think this may be another Sinistcha angle. So yeah, I'll bring in Sinistcha, I think, even though I don't think it matches up well enough into a lot of these Pokemon. So as much as I want to bring my own Tyranitar, water, grass, ground, steel, psychic, fairy rather, not just psychic and fairy. Ugh, alright, let's see. How do we handle this? So Talonflame Serena, they're definitely going to want to get some sort of Tailwind or something going to start. God, I think fairly certain that Serena... Is it triple axle Serena, or is it going to be triple axle Serena, or is it going to be just Trop Kick? God, this is awful. Okay, well... Not what I would have wanted at all, but maybe? Let's see. Choice Scarf, triple... Is it the same Serena that I have on the other team? Tailwind, triple axle, Trop Kick. What are they more threatened by? One of them has to go, but they can't take both. Oh wait, what the heck? Even after Tailwind, I'm faster than Serena? Are they not max speed Choice Scarf? Okay, Trop Kick. I live. That's crazy. And I get both Rock Slide, so there goes Talonflame. Serena is still around. We do have Tailwind, though. Shoot. Okay. I think Rotom may be one of my better answers here. Gardevoir, okay. This is what I was worried about. I don't know where Rotom would help. So I think rather what I'll do is, do I sack off Rotom? I know it's faster than the Serena, but it's not going to do much more to that, and the only other Pokemon that it would help me out with in the end is Basket Legion, but I need to get past this Gardevoir now. So the Gardevoir is either going to Hyper Voice. I think they're going to try to like finish off and or double into my Garchomp. So I think I just Electro Web again and Protect for now. Since I took no damage that last turn. Yeah, Mega Gardevoir. I need to outlast Tailwind now, which is a problem. But Hyper Voice protects with me. Protect? Why did it protect? Hyper Voice, I'm assuming. Swap? Yeah, Hyper Voice. That's to be expected. Take out Rotom is fine. And then I'm going to, whoops, go into Skarmory. My worry now is, does Gardevoir have... Is the Gardevoir going to Hyper Voice again, trying to kill off the Garchomp, which it may not. Oh, actually, no, I'm pretty sure that they could just triple axle. They can go both ways. If Gardevoir has Mystical Fire to hit Steel types, which is what I'm worried about, I could lose Skarmory because I don't have any special investment. So I may even just not Mega this turn to go for the Iron Head so I can try to keep sturdy and then go for do I go for Rock Slide or do I go for Earthquake? I think I'm gonna go for Earthquake. Yeah, I'm worried. Worried for sure. Ooh. Basket Legion. Hyper Voice. Okay, so Garchomp lives. And I get the Earthquake off. Citrus Berry comes alive. Okay. And then how much is Earthquake about to do? Mega Skarmory may have killed, but I wanted to... Okay, yeah. I wanted to check the calcs for a few things there. So Serena is back now. How much time do they have in Tailwind? I think one more turn? Yeah, so I just need to outlast this turn. So I'm going to Protect with you. Because you're healthy enough, I think that I can do something with you. And then I'm going to... Earthquake again. Because even though I think... God, could Protecting be useful here? I think I'll be fine letting Garchomp go down. I don't know. It may be better to get Sinistcha in now, but I don't think so. I think they just take out Garchomp if they can. Yeah, I'll just let them take out Garchomp if they have to. I'm gonna protect Skarmory though. See if I can scout for protects myself. Last respects. Serena, yeah, triple axle. Get a little chip off. 2. Because if I had went into Sinistcha, that would have been... would not have been optimal. So, like, yeah, I guess Garchomp was kind of just doomed there. No doubt. But triple axle. And then their Tailwind has now petered out. So that puts me up pretty well. I think. So now, Brave Bird one way, and then, let's see, what are our health are pretty good. Like, we're very healthy. Basket Legion may be perceived as the bigger threat, as opposed to Serena. I think I'm going to go for the Life Deal. I don't know if they're like Choice Scarf, like super fast, Basket Legion or not, but I think... I feel like I should attack, but I think Skarmory is going to be the bigger deal here. So let me see. Ooh, okay, no, he went to kill my Sinistcha. So I didn't have to worry about that. Hang on. I wasn't sure if Serena would protect or not, is the thing, but I don't know. Is there anything Serena can do that could kill or hurt my Skarmory for more than half? Triple Axle. 2, 3. It could, but I'm faster than it currently, so I think that should pull us over to get the win. Unless we're speed tying, which would suck, but I think Skarmory should be faster than Serena, even if it is max speed, because it was slower even in Tailwind against my Rotom. So I don't think that there's very much speed investment in it. They were kind of just relying on it to either receive enough bulk or do enough damage to the Pokemon I think it needed to. Well, for the final game, I think that was good enough on that for that team. That was quite well received. I'll probably give it another 2 then maybe, and then see how we stand. God, really? I'm still only in Master Ball rank 3? Okay, let's swap teams. We'll give Crab another go. This is actually really good. I'm very happy with how this has turned out so far. There's a lot of unique and niche looking teams as well, it looks like, that have shown up. So I think this time around, we may actually get a little bit higher than where we were last season, because I kind of just got to Master Ball rank and... Uh-oh. Okay, so this team seems to share a lot of some of these regular teams tend to have. Mimikyu is going to be really good here into at least 2 of those. The problem is I have to deal with Skarmory, which would not be good for Mimikyu, and so I think Incineroar might actually be relatively decent. At the same time, Slowking has a relatively decent matchup into at least 2 of them. As much as I want to bring Serena, I don't think that it's going to do particularly well. But definitely I am going to need to get my crab set up, and Skarmory is going to... I'm probably going to need a combination of Incineroar and Serena to start, with potentially Mimikyu in the back, and then Crabominable, I think. Because Mimikyu takes out 1, 2, about 2. It does relatively decent damage to all the other ones, minus Skarmory. I'm going to need my Incineroar to be... Its primary focus is going to be to take care of the Skarmory. But... I think. Because I don't want to get Trick Room set up too soon, I think. I'm gonna want to see how they start, what they do, and then I'm going to see if I can get Trick Room set up in the middle, if they decide to set up Tailwind or Fake Tears or however they want to go about it. Let's see how this... Basket Legion Charizard actually is the lead. So attack drop already for Basket Legion. I think Throat Chop this way. Goodness, okay, as much as I want to, Serena has to go. Even, rather. This may be better. Because I really don't want Serena to go down just yet, but I don't think there's a better way for me to go about this. Does it protect? Okay, fine. What does Basket Legion do, though? Oh, they double protect, so they're scouting for... They're scouting to see who's going to do what. Which is crazy that they just let my Serena live, by the way. Okay, so nonetheless... Now I think we can double the Basket Legion. Or I'm fine to go down that route. Oh, okay, so they swap it to who? Garchomp. Garchomp is not going to appreciate this double up. I'm pretty sure... I think Serena still may be faster, but I'm going to weaken their Garchomp if I can get the Trop Kick off, and then, granted, I wish I got the parting shot off, but... Yeah, so we still get Trop Kick off, drop its attack, take a little bit of chip from Rough Skin, and then Heat Wave? Yeah, so that's while it doesn't look good, it is workable. I can... What? That did, like, no damage to my Incineroar, actually. Just covered for potentially like a double. Ah, okay, so that puts it into Citrus. So kind of back to where it was before anyways, but now I'm going Mimikyu. I don't think there's anything a Garchomp can do besides like maybe Earthquake or Rock Slide. Yeah, I don't think there's any real way that they can stop this from going up. So we'll see. Who is going to do what here? Is that enough to take out? Not enough to take out Incineroar. God, this Pokemon is so fat. There goes Disguise. This next attack is going to do a relatively decent amount of damage, and then my Citrus Berry gets eaten. If they, assuming they went for, yeah, Heat Wave. Damn. Okay, Mimikyu. Okay, the burn is not good at all, but stop you, at least a little bit. And so now, I'm able to go ahead and get this going. So now we're in an interesting predicament, because both my Pokemon, I think, should be able to go ahead and do stuff. I know that they have Basket Leech in the back still, so the only real thing I can do is Ice Hammer one way and then play Rough the other. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't know. I'm gonna go for the full double into the Charizard. It could just protect, but I think that either both Pokemon protecting is a possibility, as well as the possibility of a swap, and so I'm going to try to see if I can cover for both. Garchomp protects, that's kind of where I thought it was going to go. Charizard as well? Nope. Charizard, I had a feeling it would live. That's good. Shadow Claw should help pick it off. Yes, okay. So down goes Charizard. Burn. Okay, good. Burn does not take us out all the way. And I have a feeling if they go into Basket Legion that they are just going to Aqua Jet. So I'm going to probably just Shadow Sneak in that spot. The more actually comes out. So now Garchomp is in an extremely not good position. Incineroar, actually, in a much better spot right now. I'm pretty sure Glimmora will protect regardless, so I think what I'll end up doing is I'll Ice Hammer into the Garchomp slot since I know that I can attack it, and then similarly we're going to Shadow Claw that way. I don't want to allow them to get spikes up. Okay, so unfortunately, I do allow them to get spikes up, and also at the very heavy expense of losing my Mimikyu, which I was going to need to help take out the Basket Legion. There goes the debris. Eventually broke a sash though. Sludge Bomb. Does a lot of damage. No poison though. Okay. So now the issue becomes a little two-way divided. I'm fairly certain that the Glimmora is going to protect, but I don't think there's any other way for me to be able to go about this. I need to see what my Trick Room turns are looking like to see how they handle their protects. Trick Room has 2 more turns, so I think my best play is Drain Punching this way. They're probably going to Aqua Jet into my Incineroar. The thing is, I don't know if it'll kill in the sun. It probably will, but I could like Ice Hammer to the basket. I don't think there's a better way for me to go. Like if I Ice Hammer one way, and then I think it's probably in my best interest to divide and conquer here. It's not good at all because I know they can just Spiky Shield. I could protect that way. Are they double protecting? Is the thing? Yeah, they double protected. Okay. I didn't have any means to stop that. They do have 1 more turn to potentially. How much damage does that do? Okay, just a little bit. And Throat Chop. So they're trying to guarantee that I make it into Aqua Jet range, one way or the other, to see if Basket Legion can potentially ward off my my crab, which sucks because they can Aqua Jet now. I guess they were kind of trying to cover for like fake out or whatever other. So yeah, Aqua Jet takes out Incineroar. And I'm pretty sure Last Respects might just take it out too. Oh, just not enough. The Shadow Claw was not enough to finish that. Some more Toxic Debris. Sludge Bomb goes off. Do they not have a Rock type move? Dimensions are back. So that sucks. The Serena was not the pick, unfortunately. Did not get as much as I wanted to accomplish, but I wanted to make sure I had something to be able to deal with the Vascular Legion a little bit better. Unfortunately, that was not the Pokemon. Okay, yeah, let me get the Spiky Shield off as well, because I can't touch the Vascular Legion, which is what I was worried about when my Mimikyu went down. Let me get Last Respects as well. I don't have Knockoff, I don't have Ice Hammer. I don't even think had a chance to kill. I could have protected, I guess, on my own, and I tried to pick off one more, but unfortunately there was just no way for me to get through that last little chunk. I wanted to make sure that I got the Trick Room off, the Trick Room times off correctly, but unfortunately there was no way for me to better utilize that. We got rid of the Charizard and I think the Garchomp correctly. It was just having to deal with the last set of Pokemon. Because I wasn't sure if they were going to let me just take the Garchomp or not. I should have maybe just Shadow... I don't know. With Mimikyu. The burn really did... Oh, what the heck? Almost the same team, okay. A couple differences here, but... alright. Same deal, I guess. And this time around, I think I'm going to want to do... I want to do Mice. I might want to do Mice Incineroar instead of Serena, because Serena does unfortunately match up negatively, I guess, into Glamora and Charizard in that way. There's no way for me to like get a good swap out or do something of the sort to benefit my team. So also same thing with Slowking right now, because Slowking cannot touch the King Gambit. King Gambit hard counters that, but would otherwise do good into Glamora and Whimsicott. So I think a combination of Mice plus Incineroar with Crab and Mimikyu in the back, so I can try to get a proper pivot in. I'll see. There's nothing on their side that like also has priority that would warrant, I guess, me to make any like unnecessary decisions. Incineroar, Mice. So Glamora, Whimsicott. So I don't have a good way to hit Glamora is the thing. So what I'll end up doing then is... shoot, okay. Super Fang one way. No. Ugh. And then this. I just don't want to get encored into like the wrong things. So I'll see. So they Tailwinded, not fake tiered first. More Power Gems. That's about half my health. Just making sure. And then Flare Blitz. Takes out Whimsicott. I'm not sure if that's what I want, because now they have full Tailwind turns again. My Mice help keep Incineroar around a lot better, though. Charizard is out now. Okay. I think we Super Fang the Charizard. I want to keep Incineroar around at least for maybe 1 or 2 more turns left. But the problem is that I don't think there's a good way for me to get it off the field without losing one of my other Pokemon. Because if they Power Gem, they're probably going to do a combination of some sort of like Heat Wave, Power Gem, or something. And I need to get... God, this sucks, okay. So I guess I'm just gonna throat chop this way. I'll see. On top of like having to deal with poison this next turn, but I want to make sure that I utilize my turns correctly. Protect would be great on either of my Pokemon, but I just don't have that. Heat Wave. Okay, both Pokemon live. Does it have Rock Slide? Power Jam takes out Incineroar. Oh, I was afraid of that. Okay, well, Mimikyu comes out next. That's the one that I need to... That's the one I'm going to try to focus on first, but... Let me see. Follow me one way. Trick Room the other. We're in a very tricky spot still. Heat Wave hits both. That's a problem because Sludge Bomb may take... I don't know. Lamora is very strong. I don't know if it takes out Mimikyu. My Mimikyu is bulky, but we are already poisoned and have not a lot that we want to deal with. So... Oh, is it a wipe? Is it a wipe? No, not quite. Maybe I should have led Mimikyu then. So that way I didn't have to... I wasn't sure if I wanted to have a... If I wanted to have a means for their Pokemon to attack this way. So poison, unfortunately. Let's see. Both Pokemon are definitely not something I want to deal with right now. Two really strong special attackers. If I had gotten the, let's see. If I had gotten the, I'm doubling the Charizard. But I'm pretty sure that Lamora may have a, protecting move, if not both of them, so I just want to see. Do I focus the Charizard? Yeah, it protects. That's what I was worried about. Did they leave Lamora open to? No, they did not. So yeah, I double Charizard and they probably get one or both of my Pokemon then this next turn. I want to see. Sludge Bomb. Power Jam, yeah. The KO? Oh, I forgot. It's neutral. Okay, well. So their Tailwind now is out. So I guess same deal, realistically. Let me see. What other Pokemon do they have? If it's Garchomp, they don't want to take it. If it's King Gambit, definitely don't want to take it, so... Or, like, they wouldn't want to take a fighting type attack anyways, but, No, same double up. I don't really know if there's a... Yeah, I don't know if there's a way. If it's Garchomp or King Gambit, that's the Legion, actually. That's part of what I was trying to cover for. Because I could... Yeah, I was going to say I could punch one way or the other. But this, yeah, we hit it. Oh my god, I did half! The Basket Legion! I've never seen what the numbers for that would look like. That's crazy! So that takes out Basket Legion then. So wait, hold on. It's 2v2. How many turns of Trick Room do I have left? 2, 1? Do you live Mimikyu? No, you do not. Fuck. Okay, I was gonna say if I had one more turn to 2v2 this, then I would be much better off. But unfortunately, I think if I have this read off correctly, I think I have maybe 1 or 2 turns of Trick Room left, and they... Well, let me see. Oh, it's 2 turns. Okay, so they have to protect. They just protected one way. I don't know if I kill Charizard is the issue though. But they can protect one way and not the other. So I have to make a decision. I can win this if I can predict correctly. Which is going to be really difficult because I'm pretty sure they can just double up and get the kill. But I think what I'll end up doing is I'll protect, or I'll try to see if I can get the protect, but I don't think they are. Pretty sure Charizard will attack this turn. They just attack both ways and then they guarantee it. Or probably will guarantee it. Unless they miss. If they miss Heat Wave. Well, no, they just protect next turn. So, oh, never mind. They had Weather Ball. So, They had another means to hit me. Oh man, that poison really started to add up. But we did manage to bring it to a point. Not too far off from a potential win. That's what I was trying to cover for before as well. Was if they had, it could have gone, I guess, a specific way if I had if they had King Gambit. Oh, data changed. What? What time is it? I had a data change at this hour of the day. What the heck? Okay, well, I'm gonna give it another. What time is it? Okay, yeah, I'll give it another go with Crab Team. I want to win. I want to see if I can finish off with one win with Crab Team by the end of this, because we got a lot of wins with Sandbird, which is where I was like, kind of just like genuinely shocked. Okay, so they're running something similar as well as Mega Camera. Okay. So I think what I should do is I'm definitely going to need to bring... Shoot, I don't like having to run into a Zumaro. This is annoying. Because I want to get my own Trick Room set up. I think what I'll end up doing, actually, is probably something like this. I don't know if they have any means to stop some of my attacks from going, but I am going to need to bring my own Trick Room setter. And I don't like having to deal with camera. So I think Mimikyu definitely in the back, and then Incineroar may be good. It just depends, because Crabominable is not good to run into, and then let me think. Serena, you. I think Mice could be good, but I'm not positive. Oh! What? What just happened? What do you mean communication error? I got scammed! I better not have lost points for that. Oh my god, okay. What happened? What's happening? How much time do I have left? Okay. Low kick, you... What do I do? I guess we'll protect this turn. I'm gonna wait and see. What happened, dude? What the heck? It wasn't my internet. I don't see myself lagging. So I'm pretty sure King Gambit is still in a position to protect. It is very, like, out in the open right now. But Gallade potentially has, like, a kill in sight. And so Crabominable is definitely the one that needs to, yeah. Gallade is the one that needs to do something this turn. Probably Gallade is the one that, Gallade is the one that can set up the Trick Room for them in this regard, but I'm waiting to see. Oh, no. Sacred Sword. Okay. So, same deal now. Okay. Thing is, I don't think... Let me look at their team. I don't think there's a single one of their Pokemon minus Azumarill that wants to take anything that I can do. I don't want to lose one of my main damage dealers just yet, though, is the thing. So, what I think I'll do is I'll swap into Mimikyu this turn. They would do King Gambit, so yeah, it's a double swap on our side. Rigora. Okay, so they have two... I didn't go for any priority of my own. I was thinking about it, but I definitely do not want to get caught by anything just yet, so... Low kick. Psychopath, okay. Good call on them. A little damage on my side. But Mimikyu does have a better odds at taking out whatever needs to be done from Gallade. Whoops. now I think is a better point to send an Incineroar. And then, so I know they have King Gambit, Gallade, okay. Do this. Swap out Serena, we'll go Incineroar, try to drop their damage, and then... Okay, withdrew for a Giraffe. Did they go back into King Gambit? They did go back into King Gambit, but now I have Incineroar in safely without giving it a boost. Oh, okay. Oh my god, that kill! They went for it on my... and they got a crit. Oh my god, okay. Never mind. I thought I had it in correctly there. Let me see, though. Play rough. It's Focus Sash Gallade. Interesting. Okay, well... Same deal, realistically. So, hold on. They have Farigiraf, they have Gallade, so... Their King Gambit is the one that's in the worst position right now. I think I'm fine doing this. I mean, hold on, let me see. Because they have, potentially, yeah, a bunch of Pokemon that I could drop the attack of that aren't you, King Gambit, so... What I think I'll end up doing is I'm not going to set up Trick Room just yet, per se. Maybe I should. Do this. Protect on Gallade is probably the smartest choice, but King Gambit is, I think, in the, yeah, the worst position, so actually the swap out's not bad. Farigiraf comes back out. Try to see if they can catch maybe a Shadow Sneak or something. Nope, Drop Kick is all it takes onto Gallade. And then Play Rough as well. Just take a little damage. Now, what is their other Pokemon in the back? Is it Azumarill? Is it Crabominable? Is it... Are they just going to send out King Gambit again? Hammerupt. Okay, so they want to set up... Like, for sure, they want to set up a potential, like... okay, this is tricky. I don't like this. Like, Drop Kick is my strongest move to go for. Both ways. But Camerupt is a really strong Pokemon. I don't think there's any good way for us to go about this. I'm gonna see if we could potentially double up. I don't, like, it has to be, like, super slow Camerupt with, like, Heat Wave, Eruption, Earth Power. It's probably gonna be Heat Wave. It does a lot of damage. I've never seen... Oh my god. They're just straight up going for it. It's not speed. They can't have speed investment. Is it this Pokemon is slow? Okay, so barely lives, barely hangs on. Okay, lose a bit of health, but Heat Wave? Yeah, Heat Wave, and he gets both. Oh no, dude. Okay. I was not expecting the last Pokemon here to be Camerupt. Now the thing is, or like part of my worry that I have is that I don't know what my speed orders are here, which is why I did not ever set up Trick Room. I don't know if I'm slower or faster. Let me see. Hang on. What is my speed? I know I made myself purposefully slow. 56. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know. I just don't know. We're in a very weird spot where a whole bunch of this is I don't know. Do they actually have speed or potential bulk investment into their Camerupt? I don't know what this Pokemon, like how this Pokemon works. So Helping Hand, again, they did not attack me. Am I faster? Are they faster? I Drain Punch. It's not enough. I should have Ice Hammered. If I Ice Hammered, it would have, oh, man. Yeah, if I had Ice Hammered, I would have gotten it. So yeah, if Mega Camerupt is slow. I just wasn't sure. And I wasn't sure if I would get attacked by one, but not the other. So I just wanted to see. If I got attacked, I might have lived. That is so funky. I've never seen Mega Camerupt. I didn't know what the speed orders were, but now I know Mega Camerupt is slower than Crabominable. Mega Crabominable even at that, so like for future reference, I don't know everything. I have to be partially aware of what I'm meant to be dealt with. So unfortunately, it looks like Team Crab is struggling a little bit. If I had Ice Hammered and landed, I think I would have been in a much better position, because then I would have had to have been forced to deal with a low HP for Igraf and then try to kill the King Gambit. That's why I was trying to navigate that correctly, because like there was a potential way to win, I just wasn't sure, and I underestimated, or I overestimated. I thought I could kill with Drain Punch from that range, but it was what, like 1% left still or something, 5%, so like it was unfortunate. But okay, so this is kind of like Aaron, the team that Aaron has, but with 3 ghost types. So as much as I want to bring mice, I need like a ways to get through some of these Pokemon. This sucks. Okay. I don't think I have an easy way through is the issue. Certainly a Mimikyu angle, I think, to start, but I think we go probably this. And this with this and this. I don't know if double Trick Room is the way, but especially since it's just nothing but support Pokemon. Like the mice may be useful, I think, in helping to establish certain things to go through correctly, but I don't know. Let me see. What do they start off? Is Arcaludon Pelipper? Skarmory Arcaludon. Okay. So this is not good at all, but I think I can make this work if I set up Trick Room first and then go into Follow Me. Because Mimikyu, I'm going to need Mimikyu to stick around, and even if they double into Mousehold and kill it, I need... There's no easy way for me to get through this, so... I probably should have brought Incineroar then. Oh, that's actually not good! I forgot that I can't use Follow Me in front of Skarmory. I use this Pokemon, I forgot already. Is it double Stalwart? No, surely not, right? Surely not. Okay, Taunt Skarmory. Oh. Nope, Mental Herb. We are getting our Trick Room off. Electro Shot, really? He went for it even without the rain? No Power Herb at all, anywhere. So Mimikyu is now effectively in. Sending out Slowking then next, and then Super Fanging one way. I think Encore U into Taunt would be better. And then I would be fine being locked into Super Fang. Oh, okay, they withdrew too, okay. Sinistro. So this was going this way anyways because of the way I had it set up. So not good still. Psychic Noise this way, and then Super Fang this way, I think. Don't know if Arcaludon has any other moves one way or the other to try to stop what I'm going to do, but it could also be locked into Electroshock. I don't know. But regardless, I'm going to... This is not good. This is why I was like, I wasn't sure with like how to go about it, because like 3 support Pokemon can only do so much. I'm pretty sure Sin is just slower too, so if they Matcha Gotcha, they may kill? Life Dew? I don't know what they're going to do. I'm pretty sure they don't know what I'm going to do either. Is part of their issue. Oh, sorry, Pepper, I didn't know you were underneath me. So let's see. I get off the Psychic Noise. I want to see where they're at. Are they just going to keep using Electroshot? Are they going to swap it up? Are they going to... Trick Pulse, okay, yeah. I live that. So Super Fang brings them down. Stamina's fine. Oh, they reversed the Trick Room. Interesting. Okay, well. Chilly Reception, then. And then, what do I want to do here? I think I could Encore it into Trick Room. Are they going to be silly enough to allow me to Encore them into Trick Room? Or are they... I'm going to go for it again. I'm going to see. Are they silly enough to do that? No, they're not. Okay. Alright, I could have Trick Room then. So now that they're in a better position, are they going to Electroshot? That's attack, okay. So, Chilly Reception. Encore does not go through, again. And now they're going to be in a tricky position, I think. If I had set this up correctly. Because granted, we are not in Trick Room, but... what I can do, potentially here, to save my skin a little bit, since Skarmory is going to be the first to attack, is I can go ahead and allow myself to attack into the Arcalon. Now, I don't know if this will kill. What was the other Pokemon they had? They had swapped already. Sinistra. Okay. Yeah, no, definitely, for sure. Like, swapping Sinistra for Arcalon is definitely the better play there, because if I overpredict it, I can get it, but I want this Arcalon gone more so than I do anything else, so I think I'm going to follow me with you and try to get the Arcalon down, and then see if, let me see, because I'm pretty sure the smart play is to swap into Sinistra, but I don't know if they will. They already protected. They didn't swap, it looks like, so if I get this correct... Oh no, I'm so dumb, I did it again. They're not going to be able to, they have Stalwart. So even if I did do this, I forget, they can just attack Brave Bird or whatever into me. Yeah. I have... Okay, yeah, the snow actually helped. Thank you, Slowking. Oh my god, wait, so then let me see. Arcalon Flashkin, so yeah. My Crabominable lives the turn. Oh, welcome in, Venom. Is that a Mousehold? It is a Mousehold. I am using Mousehold competitively. Oh, okay, so he just barely lives, okay. And I will live another, I will live another Brave Bird, is the thing. So now, here's a bit of a tricky... I have a bit of a tricky deal to go with. Because I can send in Mimikyu and try to reset the Trick Room, and or potentially get a Shadow Sneak kill off on the Arcalon, or it will do damage, like, no doubt. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm pretty sure Mimikyu can help pick up the KO here. Going for the Drain Punch this way, and then... Hold on, how many defense boosts did Arcalon get? 2, only 2. Will 2 be enough? I could also do a Protect one way and then go for the Trick Room, but I think they're going to predict me to do that. So actually, I'm going to just try to see if I can either get the double pick off or... Yeah, okay, smart on them. Are they going to focus the... Are they going to focus my Crab then? Because my Crab is going to... Ooh, okay, taunt. That's fine. I didn't go for... I did not go for it. Smarter play on them, but I did not go for that, so it worked. Oh, and Skarmory. Oh my god, both of their steel types are low HP, so now I'm in a much better position, and I know that they have a... a Sinistra in the back, so now they're in such a tricky position, because depending on who their last Pokemon is, between all their other ghost types and or Pelipper, like, they may be a little screwed over here. So I think it will have to be Mach Punch this slot, Shadow Sneak this slot, since I can't taunt. So that's very interesting. Okay, no, actually, I'm going to... Who do I... Ah, shoot, okay. I think I protect one way. And then I... Because I still haven't lost my thing. They're going to go for the Shadow Sneak. I think they're going to swap. One of these Pokemon has to swap, and I think it's going to be... Oh, no, I was wrong! I was wrong! Wait, what? No, okay, that's not who I was expecting it to be. Oh! Wait! The double switch! I got it right! I got it right! Oh my god, okay, hold on, it's not over yet. I got it right. It went into the Sinistra. Damn, that did no damage, okay. Alright, so now... Oh my god. I'm going to swap you out. And then I'm going to play rough into this slot. They're in such a tricky position now because now they have their 2 support Pokemon. I'm going to do the same thing in a second because I think... Is my weather almost up too? Yeah, my weather's almost up. So I need to get some damage up on either one of these Pokemon. I'm not sure how I'm going to divide and conquer though, so I can do... I think I have to focus the Sableye the most right now. Mind if I send you some Mousehold memes? Go ahead. I love Pokemon, so if you got memes to share in the Discord, you are more than welcome to. I fully advocate for you guys to have however much fun you want to. Ooh, okay, huge. They burned the Pokemon that doesn't care if he's burned. Okay, they have to have Roselli Berry too, I imagine. Are they gonna Life do? What's the... I miss. Okay, that's... Oh no, there's Roselli Berry, okay. So half of its health, even through Roselli Berry. Is it gonna Life do? Is it gonna... Oh, gotcha, okay. So now they break my Mimikyu's, Now they break Mimikyu's, little disguise. And he burns, though. Burn would suck on Mimikyu. Mimikyu is probably my most important Pokemon to, I'd say Psychic Noise onto you, and then same deal of Play Rough onto you. The Sinistcha is definitely more annoying. What is, Okay, Sableye is only doing, I don't know what Sableye does here. I'm going to Sludge Vomit. Ah, fuck, okay. No, Psychic Noise onto you, and then Play Rough onto you. We're going to do again. Did my taunt end? I didn't even stop to see if that had happened yet. Sableye sets up Light Screen. Why Light Screen? I don't have... I guess I do have a special attacker, but like Reflect is definitely the better of the two. I've got a stronger physical attacker in the back, still sitting. Sinistcha's still going for the Machigato. Trying to see if it can get a burn. If it gets the burn, it will matter, especially for Mimikyu. But I'll see how it sits ultimately. So Psychic Noise goes through. And there's the taunt. Okay, I was like, God, how long is that going to last? So Arcalodon comes back out now. And it is not in an exceptional position either. I say, are they going to predict the Trick Room at all? I say Chilly Reception 1. No. I think... Psychic Noise one way, Shadow Claw the other. I don't think Arcalodon is... I think I really do, yeah. I really do need to focus down this, this Sinistcha. Okay. So, yeah, that absolutely works out, I think. Flash Cannon, probably going to take out our Mimikyu. Which is fine. And Psychic Noise as well. Takes out you. So they have two Pokemon that are ultimately on their last legs, and I do still have full health. Is it full health? No. Did you take any damage, Slowking? I didn't pay attention. No, you did take a little bit of damage. Okay. So Skarmory is in a position where I don't think either one of these Pokemon wants to take anything, but neither do I. So like I'm in a funky position. I think what I'll do is I'll Psychic Noise this way, and then I'm going to Protect to try to catch any of them off guard. If they double into my Slowking, that's good on them, but I'm going to try to see if I can catch a Protect on their side so I can, like, for certain know who I'm supposed to attack. I'm pretty sure one or both of them will Protect. I'm going to try to see if I can catch it correctly, though, is the thing. Because they have no defense boost right now, I'm pretty sure my Crab can one-shot the Archaludon with Mach Punch. So they may have doubled. I protected first. I'm one of the slowest Pokemon here. Taunt? Nope, Iron Head. And then Dragon Pulse, Flash Cannon. They doubled my Archaludon. I could have Trick Roomed. Oh. Yeah, no, they doubled into my Crab. I guess I must have not shown Protect earlier because they were very confident to go for that double. So now, likewise, Psychic Noise with a combination of Mach Punch, I think should put us in a winning position since they... I mean, they'll probably Protect, maybe get a little bit more healing, but the Psychic Noise will make it so that Archaludon will not be able to heal through leftovers anymore going forward, and Mach Punch should guarantee me some damage, if not a little bit as time goes on. So we'll see. What do they got in store here? Again, I could have Trick Roomed. I could be Trick Rooming right now, but they want this, they want however much health they can get for themselves. So, once again, how much damage does no defense Archaludon take from Crabominable Mach Punch? I'm pretty sure that we do enough to either kill it or put it close enough. Yep. Well, there we go. I think I could be actively satisfied with that. Crab team was able to go ahead and win out in the end. I was not certain on that fight at all because I ended up bringing triple support with the Maushold, the Mimikyu, and the Slowking, but it worked. We're still hovering around in Master Ball Rank 3, but I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with how that all turned out in the end. Let's see what we all got on this day. What all the different awards and such that we got. Whoops. Let me see. Where are we hovering around? Use 5 Steel type moves. Well, when one of my teams has a very strong Steel type user, yeah, that does tend to happen. What achievements did I get now? Garchomp Admirer. Used Garchomp several times. Who else did we get? Super effective Wiz. There we go. Super effective moves 300 times. I've completed that whole thing. Fighting types. Well, since we did say before that if I was a Gym Leader, Elite Four, or Type Specialist, fighting would probably be it. You know, hey, we're up there now. And Fairy types now. Oh my god. Hey, who's the Fairy type I've been using so much of? On my Sandbird team, there's only... no? Which Fairy type do I... is it on my... who do I have currently on Snowcrab? Oh, Mimikyu! Okay, I was like, who's the Fairy type I've been using so much? So, wow, hold on. Which of the types... oh, I didn't even realize. Got another one, or I got my first one for water. So, extremely effective is coming up. If I land it 20 more times, I get the badge for it, but... let's see, all the other types are kind of hovering, or a decent amount of the other types. So, Ice type, what is it? Ice type, Fighting types, and Fairy types. Those are my 3 most used types this season. Yeah, Fighting, Fairy, and Ice. Well, it's because Crabominable is the one who's been taking it over the most. Oh, and Dark. Wow, okay, hold on. I guess there's a lot of types that I tend to use a lot of. I think namely Incineroar is the one who's been eating away at all the Dark types that I use, but still... very interesting. Especially, is there a way for me to check my own stats? I'll probably take a look at them off stream. Maybe I'll make a tweet about it so I can talk about it some. But I'm actually quite satisfied with how we did. I think overall, because I have to check, that we went pretty positive for like the amount of wins and losses that we took going into that. I think that that was pretty much like as good as it was gonna get. That's crazy. I wish I could check too. Like I could look back and be like, how did the games go? But like, you know, we're still hovering around in Master Ball tier, so like we are like still as good as it's probably gonna be. We're Master Ball rank 3 actually. I thought we were in 4, but we're actually in rank 3. I don't even remember when we got to that point or not, because I could have sworn I just entered, unless it only starts at 3. But yeah, no, we're pretty up there. We maintained. Oh, hold on, did I see here my battle data? Oh no, this is like everyone else. Oh wait, hold on. This is also I can see. So Pokemon that are being used this season: Garchomp, Arcaludon, Meowscarada's picked up in popularity. I wonder why. I haven't seen any teams or people who are utilizing them. Primarina makes sense. Charizard actually fallen off a little bit. Corviknight, Hippowdon's actually up there. Oh, this is all in singles. Hang on. So let's see doubles. So doubles. Basculegion, Garchomp, Kingambit, Charizard, Sneasler. It's about what you'd expect. Whimsicott, Farigiraf, and Cinewor's fallen off quite a lot. Sylveon, Sinistcha, Arcaludon, Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl's actually fallen off a little bit as well. Glamour's picked up a lot. Pelipper, Dragonite, Sableye, Floette, Blastoise, Tyranitar, Venusaur, Rotom. Let's see. Am I actively adding? Oh, Maushold is in the top 30 or like in the top 50. Am I? If I see Crabominable up here, I'm gonna pitch that I'm the one who is Oh no, Crabominable's not in the top 50. He's just barely out of it. He's in the 55th slot. Oh, I'm trying to actively contribute to Crabominable statistics. Skarmory is actually lower than Crabominable. How interesting. Looking at some of these Pokemon options, and especially with like all the fights and stuff that we had today, Slowking's getting up there. I'm probably adding to that statistic. Let's see. Goodness, okay. Oh, hold on. I see ranked battles. Oh, wait, hold on. Double battle. Where am I? I'm number... Oh, this only goes up to... Yeah, the people in the 2000s, so... That's just me. Yeah, no, it doesn't tell me what my statistics are, just like the general statistics. How interesting though. We did end off pretty well, and we got that win with our crab. So shout outs to the team. The mice really mattered. Sorry I wasn't here anyways. Yes to the Tandem Mouse? Absolutely, go for it. I always implore you guys to have fun however you want in the Discord, so absolutely, go ahead, send them whichever way you want to. I'll definitely be there to peep them, since I am a huge fan of the Mons. And I did use them. They are a core member of my current Crabominable team, which is my first and favorite team that I've made so far. This is a team that, like, it's hard to use, because I know it's not perfect, but like it absolutely has its niches and like Pokemon that can do work. As I hopefully was able to go ahead and show today. And the mice, I think, have properly earned their spot on the team. They're probably the hardest Pokemon on the team in terms of like support, but they did what they needed to. I think overall, everyone did what they needed to in that last battle, and that got us the win that we needed to. So I'm satisfied with that, especially since we're all still hovering around in Master Ball rank. So I say yes to the mice. Go for it, Venom. Though, I do believe with that battle, that should probably be the one to go ahead and conclude us. I realized how far we had gotten into today's stream. But I think overall we went positive with our win rate, and so we're handling pretty well in Master Ball rank. So I think this is a good enough spot to be able to go ahead and end it for our stream today. So I'm going to probably take a peek to see which of my mutuals are still out and about and hanging out. And I'll probably be playing some games after here in just a little bit after stream. I don't think there's much more for me to do until the coming last stream of the week, and then what we've got going on next week. Unfortunately, since I do still have a little bit of overtime that I have to deal with, so next week's stream is going to be a bit more of the same. I can't really do anything about it, but 'tis how it is. So I shall see how it all goes from there. But for now, I think this is a good enough spot to be able to go ahead and end it for today. I'll DM them to you because I don't know if it breaks any rules. That's fine. I would say if you want to, you can probably still just post it in the Discord. I don't imagine that there's much that could break any rules or make anyone uncomfortable in the memes channel. Because otherwise I think a moderator would probably take a look at it and then kind of just see where it goes from there. But otherwise, like that's fine by me, and then I'll give you the heads up on whether or not you want to go ahead and post them there as well. I just want to make sure that everyone is comfortable, everyone is satisfied with how our little town square in the Discord server acts and is. So we'll get along and we'll get through it together, I believe, just fine. So with that, then I will be leaving you guys all here. I do appreciate any and all of you who managed to catch the stream as it was happening live, or anyone who is watching this as a VOD video in the future. I love competitive battling, and it's so fun. I love to be able to look back on these streams and kind of just see how like certain games and things went. I think I do a decent job of explaining my thought process and how it all goes and stuff like that. And so like I hope to be able to go ahead and do more of these in the future, and maybe even like I don't know if there's a way that I could generally spice it up without me like trying to find and like see if people are doing like tournaments and stuff like that, and seeing if I can like show off what my teams are capable of. But for now, I think we'll probably just stick to the standard, you know, streaming it here on the standard ladder. But if you did enjoy what you saw here today, I do recommend that you go ahead and follow me on any of the social medias that I have posted above. Twitter is probably going to be the best place to go ahead and follow if you want to keep up with anything that I happen to be doing both on stream and off, since I do post the most on all of my socials on there. I do post schedule any stream delays or any issues that may be going on there, as well as my own general shower thoughts. So if you want to go ahead and say hi or kind of just keep up with what I have going on, feel free to go ahead and follow on that Twitter handle down there. Oh, that reminds me, I do need to change it here on Twitch again, because I forgot to change it on one spot, I think, which was like on my primary area, but I'll do that later. I also do have a YouTube channel, which we are currently dual streaming to, so hello YouTube to anyone who is watching on that side. If you are more prone to watching things on YouTube as opposed to Twitch, I made sure that there is at least another avenue for you people to be able to go ahead and enjoy the content. It is also the place where the archived VOD channel is being held at. So if you want to go ahead and look at any of my other previous content, what I was playing in the first season of Pokemon Champions, or anything else that I may have played before in my streaming career, it is all being streamed and now broadcasted to the same channel. So feel free to check that out if that is anything that you are interested in. I do also have a TikTok. It isn't much, unfortunately, for me to be able to go ahead and share with you. I'm actually thinking about swapping it out for the foreseeable future, but I do have a little bit of things to be able to go ahead and showcase on there. So if that's something you're interested in, I guess you are more than welcome to go ahead and take a peek. But it is, I think, the one dead social that I have, at least currently. I'll see if I can find a better thing or a better way to utilize it in the near future, but that should go ahead and conclude it for today's stream. So with that, I shall be bidding you guys all farewell. Be safe and be good to one another. Make sure that you guys are staying hydrated, eating lots of yummy food, and also making sure that you're getting plenty of rest. We will see each other for one more stream this week. We have some more Persona to go through. And then after that, it's going to be a little bit more of the same for next week. Unfortunately, I'm going to beg and plead for them to stop putting me on overtime, but I guess we'll see if they'll follow through with it after I beg and plead for them this time, but we'll see. So we have one more stream planned this week, and then we will be continuing with another 2 next week. I'll be posting the schedule on Sunday once I get off of work, but until then, this will conclude today's stream. Yeah, okay, I was making sure that I didn't forget anything and that, like, none of my screens were having issues. Alright, I will see you guys all again later. Take care, be well, and until next time, I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.